Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's 5th edition D&D campaign, The Blackest Heart. We're glad you guys could join us, and we're excited that, once again, this is the second of our giveaways is going to happen tonight, where you can get yourself the gorgeous set of the purple and silver metals, kind of sparkly D&D dice, as well as, oh look, the official TOGG dice bag, which is like the size of a Crown Royal bag, so it's freaking huge. So just make sure you guys are in here for that. We'll be doing that later on in the stream. It'll be a keyword. Hopefully you've been watching the pre-show for any info and announcements. Other than that, we have our normal shout-out that we need to do, so go ahead and take it away, Jacob.
Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, and by the way, it's not Jacob, it's Xavier with an X. So, as you know, we are sponsored by Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, and they are a lovely group that gets us dice bags, dice trays, gaming mats, as well as gaming miniatures. My favorites are the demons. And if there's any minis that you can't find in there, like the Eye of Zephyroth, big sad. You can go on ahead and go to their Contact Us, which is in between their My Account and Cart on their website, and you can send them a message and potentially get your own. Now, if you don't have death metal chains like I do, you can always go to their account and put in TOGG 15 to get 15% off of any order. It's going to be great for everyone. Back to you.
that was wonderful. All right.
I don't know if wonderful is the proper.
I think it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Now, just to add to that, actually, I just found this out the other day. So going along those lines, the owners of Critical Hit Gaming Supplies are, did just print out some Vecna minis, including the little stands that have like a little pedestal with the Vecna's eye and a little pedestal with Vecna's hand on it. So all you DMs out there who need a Vecna, there you can go and get it from them. And just to add, found out recently that DragonCon 2020 on Labor Day weekend so far is still happening. And Critical Hit Gaming Supplies actually got in this year as a vendor, which is something very hard to do, but they finally got in. So they will be at DragonCon in Atlanta, and I'm going to be there too with them. So, yeah, hopefully any of you guys that go to DragonCon in Atlanta, it'd be cool to see you guys there. All right. Unless there's any other announcements or anything that anyone else wants to bring up, mention? No?
I'm eating Cheerios.
You're eating Excellent!
Spaghetti.
Anyone else eating anything right now?
Spaghetti. Just, a little bit.
A little bit, okay.
My soul.
That's spaghetti!
All right, then. So without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart. All right, and we are back. So, where we left off last time, the party had arrived at Bennett's Bridge, which is a large bridge town that actually goes across the Tisrain River, and the entire thing is just this gigantic bridge. Well, when they arrived there, they noticed an altercation occurring near the markets in one of the corners, and they began to intervene and discovered that there was really no need. The situation seemed to have been handled. But just as they're discussing what just happened, a cloaked, very quick and nimble figure zipped past, and Diana realized, wait a minute, something's wrong. Oh shit! That person has the stone! As they took off down through the market and then cut across an alleyway where the party followed and battle ensued. During the battle, many firebolts and spells and arrows were flying left and right, but the party was victorious, even though Eurydice, a new person, who just happened to be the one who was, well, I won't really say being accosted, as she was really doing most of the accosting in that argument, and her quote-unquote bodyguard, but more so just a traveling companion, Zeroth,
No,
were with them.
he's protecting everyone else from Eurydice.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. But Eurydice almost met her end when someone used similar tactics to her own, snuck up behind her, and dropped her hard. But thanks to the party working together and Rogar's lay on hands ability, she was brought back, and they actually managed to capture the thief who started this whole chase
By the way,
off.
it wasn't lay on hands. I would never touch someone.
Oh, okay. it was lay on mage hand?
It was.
It actually reminded me of something.
Healing light. That's what
Healing
it was.
light, okay.
Makes sense.
So he uses healing light to save Eurydice. They managed to capture the culprit and had found out that this is someone that Diana and Jacob and no, just Diana and Jacob had run into before, way back in Oceanica. And they began questioning this elf archer. Found out that she is not working willingly for the path. She has a sister who has been captured, and she's been forced to help them to try to save her sister's life. The party decided that, all right, let's get some information and see what we can do. Perhaps we can actually help this person and get her sister free. So they ended up going to an inn, discussing some things, questioning, and then eventually taking a rest for the night. And then when they woke up, they were all eighth up.
Huh.
So, that is where we left off. You guys are just waking up from sleep. And you did end up getting 2 rooms. And also, just so you know, chat, Zeroth will be here eventually. He's just running behind. He had to run out and do some errands. He should be back hopefully soon, and then we'll get him in the game as well. But you ended up with 2 rooms because Zeroth had purchased one. So who's in what room?
Oh, Diana had actually gone after talking to Fayelle and trusting Zeroth to keep an eye on her. She had actually gone back to the room to go talk to Jacob, Yuri, and Rogar.
Okay.
I don't know if they're actually there though, because everybody apparently branched off to do a thing.
Okay. Well, what we'll say is you haven't slept yet. We'll say it's still the same day, and so if you went to go look for them, so Jacob, were you still in the room, or did you take off?
Jake was actually walking out of the room to go into Zeroth's room to talk to Fayelle.
Okay. What about Eurydice? Where were you heading?
Eurydice is
Drug addict.
oh,
Oh wait, that's right. Eurydice and Rogar, didn't you guys went out and did some info gathering?
yeah.
Yeah.
Eurydice went to the shady part of town and stabbed someone because he told her all the
Yes.
information she needed, and
Yes.
he would probably have been killed by the path later.
Excellent.
And it was mostly
finished,
decided by the chat.
and Rogar had just finished talking to a recruiter for the path and got some information on where to meet them in 2 days.
Okay, excellent. All right. So that leaves Jacob, Diana, and Zeroth as the only ones at the hotel.
Just got home, he just needs to get set up.
Yep, no problem. So whenever he's ready, I'll get his camera feed, and I will then readjust everyone's as it will jump and change.
Why do I have a bad feeling you're just gonna drink from that?
All right, so Jacob, you're coming out of the first hotel room.
Wait until
when
you
got-
guys see this.
Hold on. So you just are coming out of the first hotel room, and you see Diana coming out of Zeros' room where Fayelle is, and so you guys see each other in the hall as you're each going the opposite directions from each other. So you're walking towards each other right now.
Morning.
Jacob,
You know,
I
it's
actually
not
need to talk to you.
Oh, yes.
So, I talked to Fayella about damn near anything I could actually come up with. I think I have an idea. Ideas.
All right. That's good.
Before you talk to her, I want to run it by you.
Okay. Let's hear it.
And Diana's gonna kind of like push Jacob back into the room he
And
just
going
came
back
out
in
of.
here. Okay.
And she's gonna explain to Jacob how
Big fan.
Fayella told her as much as she could because she was a lower level and not a full-fledged member. She wasn't able to actually get a lot of information. However, she was able to get who the boss was. She was able to get a detailed description, kind of half-assed drawing that Diana tried to do, of the coins that the members have to prove that they are actually a part of the path. And as well as learning that the entire language that the path uses themselves is actually thieves can't specifically. So, as she's explaining all this, she goes, and sadly, there's not really much more than that she can really give aside from just telling us who the boss was and how to bring down that branch. Because they didn't really tell any of the lower tiered workers anything, especially because she herself doesn't know thieves can't. However, and Diana's just gonna go into the long spiel of the tiered ideas that she had on how they can get Fayella and the sister out while taking down that branch specifically within the city. And
Right.
I was thinking, once we get Fayella and her sister out, because her sister's a priestess, she might actually know some magic she can teach you to put in your spellbook.
I'm not too sure on her being able to teach me specifically because divine magic and, well, it's something you can learn, but for the most part they get magical abilities from faith, so...
Yeah,
we
but
will
you
see.
also learned primal magic when you shouldn't have been able to learn that because you're not actually a member of the shifter or the druid thing. So...
We'll find out.
On another note, I need to talk to Yuri and Rogar.
They
Where
are
are
not
they?
here.
Why?
You know, information.
Jacob, what did you do?
I did nothing.
You normally goad people.
I may have said to maybe go and find ways to get more information.
Killing people!
I don't think they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna kill
You
people.
sent the two most murderous people we have met so far out to get information by themselves.
Okay, that's my B.
You really think they're not gonna kill anybody? Really? Really?
Yes, I do believe that they will kill someone.
Jacob, this is
I
where
think-
I unfortunately have to say you're clearly blind in more than one way.
When has that never not been true?
Do you know when they're going to get back?
No.
Can Eurydice just come in at that second, just be like, I'm back with information?
Sure,
Alright, then.
absolutely.
Yay.
And she's gonna turn and point to Yuri going, hey, do you know Thieves' Cant?
Yes.
How hard would it be
But
to teach somebody else?
She says it and Thieves can't.
Because she's gonna be like, how hard is it to teach someone else it?
And then she says, I don't know, never taught anyone, and Thieves can't.
And Diana's just gonna be like, common. Don't know what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know how.
Can you try?
I guess.
Cool, because
Might
you and I are
make
gonna
it
need to know
wild.
it. Also, how do you feel about
Okay.
looking like by the way, how do you feel about looking like a blonde elf?
Blonde isn't really my color, man.
Okay, but long story short, identical image to Fayelle.
Oh, you mean like this? Picture of Fayelle.
Jacob, I'm going to throw the picture out the window.
Well, that's fine.
Can I
It's not
punch
gonna be
him?
there long. What?
No, you cannot punch him.
It's gone.
But he's being annoying.
That's just part of his personality. You eventually learn to tune it out.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've been traveling with him for almost 2 years now.
Okay.
So, can you teach me Thieves' Cant or no?
I can try and teach you.
Cool. So, here's the thing. Diana's gonna go into the giant long speech she just gave Jacob.
As she is doing that, Jacob's walking into the other room.
Okay,
Doesn't even care anymore.
okay.
And-
We will go, as soon as Diana finishes this, we will go to what's going on with you, Jacob.
Right.
Because as she's explaining to Yuri everything that she thinks they can do, during this entire speech of like what plans they can do and how to get the sisters in and out and everything else, she would have said like 6 different times. And remember, the goal is to avoid confrontation and to avoid killing people, which means no daggers. No daggers, no arrows, no bows, no swords, nothing of the like. We just need to get in and get out.
That's bullshit.
This is mainly for
We're gonna
you
get
and
caught,
Rogar.
and we're gonna need to kill people to get out of there.
This is why it's stealthy! You don't have to kill everything! Especially because after talking to Fayelle, I found out most of the lower tier people that we're
Yeah,
going to
but-
end up fighting doesn't even want to be there.
Hold on. Give me a second. My internet is being annoying, and I need to turn on the Tailspire, and I just gotta get internet back to Discord real quick. Okay. Diana, you can't save everyone.
Like hell I can't.
You can't.
It's literally our job!
No, it is not. Our job is to look after ourselves.
No, it's not! The entire point of even taking on this stupid job in the first place from the church is to make sure people don't die.
Okay, but that's in the grand scheme of things. And one, I don't even know what the fuck is this job.
It's long story short, tiny evil things create giant evil thing which will destroy the world.
No shit, that's every child ever.
Is it working?
Just because you're not wrong isn't the point. The thing is, I can't keep rushing in with everybody with the thought of just kill everything in our path. That's not what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
We're supposed to be helping people. We're supposed to be saving people. We're supposed to be making sure people don't die.
Yeah, but people will die.
If
You guys
they
were in a
die,
battle,
then I'm
and
not-
Zoroth's brother died letting you guys escape. What was the point of of him dying if you guys...
We weren't there. Had we been there, you really think I would have let him? If I can't save people, I can't do what I need to do.
But sometimes people will die. You can't do anything about it. You just gotta accept it.
I can't.
Get over that. If you can't, I suggest you go into some other business.
I didn't ask to be in this in the first place. I got dragged into it, just like Jacob was. And now the original people who were doing the thing in the first place aren't even here, and we're stuck with the reality that we still have to do it, otherwise everything's gonna be destroyed. I have to fix the stupid stones, I have to help Rogar get a fucking kingdom, I have to fix my own kingdom, I don't even know how to help Oak and his people, and at that point she's just gonna start ranting.
Okay, I got that last bit, but most of it was just really sped up because my internet is shit right
That's
now.
fine, that actually works perfectly.
Okay.
So if I can't even save one group of fucking people from an entire organization that's nothing but a bunch of dumbasses, then how the fuck am I supposed to be able to do any of that?
Diana, breathe. In and out.
I am just trying to do the right thing.
I know. And that's very admirable. Because I don't give a shit about doing the right thing.
Oh my god. This is what I meant that he went and bought. A giant fucking thing of beer. Anyway.
Here's the thing.
At that point, she's like, if I can't,
If you
I
can't
have
save
to
someone,
know-
then you just can't save someone. You can let someone go free and, okay. If you're trying to save a bunch of prisoners that have all been wrongly accused, and you'll let them all out in the middle of the prison, create a riot, a lot of them are gonna get killed.
I have to be able to know how to save them. I
And
have
sometimes
to,
that means
otherwise
not saving them.
I can't protect my own people.
Sometimes
I
that
can't
means
protect Oak, I
saving-
can't protect Jacob.
Maybe they can protect themselves.
I don't know what to do.
And that's okay. Listen, I don't know what to do 1,000 times out of, 1,001. So I just kind of plan with it, and usually it ends with someone dying because they've gotten in my way. Or I've got to sacrifice someone to my god so he gets off my back.
What kind of price?
I don't know, he resurrected me, so, I just kind of follow him. So,
That's all. Okay.
I don't know why I died either. It just kind of happened.
How old are you?
I lost track like 2 months ago.
Okay.
So 2 months old.
Can't I just then can you at least try to make sure they get out? At least 2. Just the sisters.
Yeah. We can try. But they're both willing to let their lives be on the line to save each other. So, if one of them does die, it wasn't in vain because the other one is safe.
I didn't ask for any of this. I was perfectly content just in my caravan.
And then let me guess, you saw Mr. No Eyes over there and just kind of left.
What does Jacob have to do with anything? Why did you bring Jacob into that?
Because you're obviously in love with him.
Your smile. That is not. No. We're not. No. 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 Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it in Sylvan too? That's not. That isn't. No.
I mean, you could say it in Deep Speech, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, and Infernal, and then maybe I'll get it.
What? Could you teach me Elvish?
Maybe.
Anyway, the point is, I just wanted to try and make sure nobody else had to die. I am sick of watching everyone die when I'm supposed to be the person protecting everybody.
Says you have to protect them.
The fact that I'm literally going to be leading a kingdom in God knows how long in the future.
Okay, but your job is to lead them.
Which means I have to protect them.
But people will get hurt. They'll die of famine, disease. There might be skirmishes or monsters. Anything. Or someone just might go and stab someone.
You mean
like I
you?
did 20 minutes ago.
I knew sending you out on your own was a bad idea.
Hey, you know what? The path could have found him after the... Because they probably could have known that he gave me information about the path. And then they would have killed him anyway.
I guess you have a point. But... I'm just sick of watching everybody die.
Then watch your enemies die. Better than
Is
watching...
that supposed to be comforting?
Better than watching your friends die.
Yeah, but
I would take that as very comforting.
Sounds pretty nice.
Says the Goliath.
At least the sisters.
What?
At least the sisters.
Yeah, we'll try and keep the sisters as safe as we can.
And she
If
did
shit
tell
goes
me...
down, then they should know how to fight, and...
Otherwise she wouldn't have been captured in the
What?
first place. Pretty sure a priestess doesn't know how to fight. But
I need to fix my internet.
she did tell me who her boss was. So I at least know who leads this branch in this city.
Ooh.
If that's worth anything. My original idea
It
was
might
to just
be.
have you,
Might
me, and her infiltrate the base all looking like her. Whoever finds the sister first grabs the sister and just bolts. But now that I think
How?
about it,
How about I take that the stupid rock fake.
The fake.
The fake. I go looking for the boss, disguised as Fayelle, and I kill him.
Well, it would cause the entire branch to start breaking down and possibly a lot of infighting trying to see who would take power next.
Yeah.
They would pretty much wipe themselves out at that point.
Okay. So, if I do that, you get to tell me what the stupid rock is.
And the sisters make it out alive.
Okay, deal.
Seems fair. By that point, you would have helped us enough. I know I can at least fully trust you.
Also, we've got to have a heart-to-heart about Jacob.
There's nothing going on with Jacob!
Bullshit.
Denial!
You're as bad as Oak was.
I don't know who this Oak guy is, but, you know, he seemed like a smart cookie.
He really wasn't. He only learned how to read like a few months ago.
Weeks.
She's giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not.
So, if you go after the boss, Fayelle and I can focus on just finding her sister, and then Jacob, Rogar, and Zeroth can just handle the heavy parts while keeping us out of combat to focus on that. I'm not really going to be of much help.
Idea where their base is.
That's another thing. She knows the layout of the base. We can probably get her to tell us what's where on a brief. The only problem is I don't know... Wait, you know where the base is? When did you learn where the base was?
Okay. I got none of that.
She had said, "You know where the base is? When did you learn where the base is?"
I got none of that.
I think.
I got, like, two.
I think. Yeah, I think you are breaking up on your end. I think it's your connection.
Yep, it's my connection. Because it keeps going up and down. Say it again.
When did you learn where the base was?
20 minutes ago when I stabbed the guy. I just told you this 2 seconds ago.
I have a lot on my mind right now, okay? I guess all that I
Okay.
need left is to talk to Rogar, but
And
I don't know where the
Eurydice-
fuck he went.
Eurydice is gonna go and take a nap while I go fix my internet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
So,
while that's going on, Jacob, you go into the room where Zeroth and Fayelle are, and so Zeroth, you hear a knock at the door, and you open it up, and there's Jacob.
Hello.
Hello.
Need to speak to her real fast.
Go for it.
Leo, thank you. Hey, she just walks in.
Okay. You see her. She's right now just kind of laying in a corner of the room, kind of against the wall, still hands tied, just laying there, and she seems to be sleeping, but you're not quite sure because she's not moving, but you don't really hear any breathing or anything like that. It's almost like she's just the stillness of death. Okay. You, however, have dealt with enough elves, I would say. You know that this is this is how they sleep. It's not actually a sleep, it's more like a trance-like state.
Right. Jacob will lightly tap the shoulder.
Okay. Almost without any other movement, her eyes very slowly open up. It's almost creepy seeing this firsthand, where it's almost like she was awake.
Second hand.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Blind wizard seeing, but it's like it's almost like she was awake with just her eyes closed, and you just tapped her and she just calmly opened them. But you know she wasn't. You know she was in her trance, and just eyes open up. Yes. Did you need something?
I needed to. I understand that you talked to my fox friend. I need to have a conversation for a bit.
Well, yes. I mean, I know I'm still technically a captive, and honestly, I would rather that be the case right now.
Fair enough.
Just in case there are any prying eyes, but you've offered to help save my sister and get us out of this mess, so ask what you will.
Right. About that specific thing. I know that Diane, are we on first name basis? Did you get her name?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, you would have gotten her name!
I'm just being... look, sorry, I don't know where we were at this point. So, Diana is... very, what's the word I'm thinking of? Virtuous.
Caring, selfless, actually, wants to save people's lives.
Altruistic. That's what it was. Thank you. None of the words you said. She's very, altruistic of a person, and that's great and all, and I will be backing her without a doubt on whatever we're going to do. But we do have people that aren't as altruistic in that aspect. So, what do you have to offer for this?
And what do you mean?
I need a lot of things. Specifically, I need to keep these people around, and not all of them are just going to freely help. So, coin, I guess, is the first thing that might be on the table.
I see. Well, if that's what it takes to save my sister, that is a small price to pay, but I don't have much, but anything that I have, I'm more than willing to give to save my sister.
Very admirable. Now, there's another thing that is more personal that I could get help with.
Yes?
What are your skills? How do you fight? You manage to sneak up on people pretty fast and are very swift on your movements.
And almost killed us twice.
That too.
One of your goons almost killed your Ulysses.
Hey, we saved you.
I have trained with the bow since, well, let's just say in your years, I would have been, what is the word you use? Toddler?
Oh, it's a very long time.
Yes. And I apologize for this, but I'm sure you can attest to my accuracy.
Yep, I'm still, I probably still have a scar, maybe. I don't know at this point. I haven't looked in a while.
Yes, but when it...
Can you see?
when it comes to hand-to-hand and the like, I prefer to avoid that wherever I can.
That's fine. I get that. I need you to do something for me then.
And this will guarantee your help in saving my sister?
You already had my help, but this is more of a nice thing for shooting me. I need you to shoot someone else.
And who would this person be, and why would I be shooting them?
Jacob will, sitting there, back to Zeroth, and will remove his blindfold. I need a specific man killed.
Okay, so you take your blindfold off.
Yep.
You hear her kind of gasp for a second and go, "My God." And you see, even with her hands tied in front of her, she makes a sign, which you'd recognize. Many religions have some kind of, like the sign of the cross or something like that. She makes a sign like that, and she says, "O Saloon, how could something like that happen?"
Not everyone is, well, they captured your sister. Not specifically your group did this, but I've had someone who's done much worse to me. As you can tell. And he will put the blindfold back on. I am seeking people. I feel like at this point, kind of my own militia in a way, to fight a commander of the South Cut Army. Don't know if he still is or not, but that is my goal.
Ah, a commander from the Cuts. I have no doubt, based on that and what you've just shown me, the man is more than deserving of an arrow through the heart.
I appreciate that.
As I have hurt you, yet you turn around and offer to help me. I am in your debt, and I vow that when you call, if I still draw breath, I shall be there.
He will, because this just came up on the thought. He'll put his hand out. Oh, right, sorry. You're not gonna run, are you?
You don't know those from my part of the world that well, do you?
Well,
I don't either.
I know you guys
I'm
have
one of them.
some capabilities of transport, if need be.
No. What I have just offered you is a bonded promise. I cannot break that on my soul.
Oh. Well,
Oh!
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 If you do not believe me, all you need to do is ask another elf.
all right. No,
Or shall I say at least ones from my part of the world. Not all are the same, but those from where I come from. And hold on a sec, I've been trying to think of it and stalling because I couldn't remember the name. Because I couldn't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'm just gonna have to open the map to find it.
You continue doing so.
What I love
Get rid
Yeah.
of this.
is what I love is during all of this, Zeroth's just chilling in the back corner, giving no fucks.
Just chilling.
Yes. The elves, the elves from Fayelle, this is a sacred bond. I am in your debt, and I owe you. Therefore, in your common parlance, I may not break this bond unless my death comes before such is complete.
Alright. It will be good to have you on the militia then. And don't worry about the gold. If it comes down to needing it, I will handle it myself.
She bows her head and looks back up and says, "That is not your burden. I shall bear that responsibility."
Now, you said something that it was quick. While you were doing your prayer, was it? I'm sorry. What was that name that you said?
Do you mean Saloon? That is my goddess.
It's a good name.
Both Fury and I are just like,
The irony. It's a good name.
Oh, nice. If you hadn't noticed in chat, just so you guys have a heads up, so it looks like not only do you have from last week's session there, Diana, advantage, but we got Eurydice and Zeroth both have advantage, and dun dun dun, so do I.
It's chaotic just to please everyone.
Yes.
Doggo is now hiding behind the chair because he got camera shy.
Oh.
Oh, poor puppy.
Well, you can see his head. He's coming.
Yes.
But he-
Little doggo head.
Maybe one
one
day I'll let
doggo
one
is
of my
behind
cats into the
Zeroth.
room.
Mine's down here.
All right. So,
I have cats that are outside of the room because I don't trust them in here.
I will bow. All right. Get some good sleep. I know it takes shorter amount of time, but
I
guess
shall.
it's sleep. I don't know.
I shall. And she kind of settles back in to position. She seems relatively comfortable, even though her kind of in that corner, the way she is against the wall, it seems a little stiff to you, but she seems perfectly at ease, and she closes her eyes. And once again, you don't hear the presence of breathing, you don't see any telltale signs. It's almost like she is a painted-to-life statue sitting in the corner. Zeroth, anything you want to do right now?
At this point, honestly, I figured Jared's already asleep. Like,
Okay.
he's just waiting until morning.
Okay. All right.
Oh, can Diana try to do something until Rogar comes back?
Well, it's
Because I don't know how long that's gonna take.
well. I was actually just going to ask Rogar, what what you are doing, because you have completed your little scouting mission and you have returned back to the inn. So
Yeah, I didn't really need to talk to her. I would probably go back to the other room and just begin. Oh wait, I have cast off armor now. I just cast it off.
yeah,
There you go. Now I don't have to sit here and take 10 minutes of my day.
Yep.
Okay, I have clothes one underneath my armor as well.
Yes. Ah, fuck clothes.
Yeah, but that's not as funny as, you know, just poof, naked.
And plus
Yes.
we are all sharing a room together. I am good off that.
All right. So you're just removing your armor, trying to get comfortable. Okay.
Yeah. I'm wearing my fine clothes.
Okay.
So he's back in the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rogar! Perfect timing. So I think I have an idea. Ideas.
Okay.
So I understand you want to talk to Fayelle and her sister about whatever the fuck that thing on your shoulder is.
Yes.
Can any chance I can convince you to do that after we get her and her sister out? So we can.
Yeah, I mean that would make. I wouldn't want to, talk about, religious deities in a hostile situation.
Awesome. So here's an idea that Yuri and I came up with.
Son.
So
You're a Palerite.
And
Love the sun.
And then from the side of the room where Eurydice is in her trance, you just hear, "It's Eurydice."
Still gonna call you Yuri.
Bullshit.
Keep on going, guys. I'll be right back.
Right.
So here's the idea that I was thinking of. So
Okay.
Yuri, myself, and Fayelle are going to go in. The thing is, I know how to use my disguise kits. So what we're thinking of doing is myself and Yuri will be disguised to look exactly like Fayelle.
Okay.
She and I both know thieves can't. So that way we can still understand what the people of the path are actually saying to each other while we're maneuvering through the base, because Yuri found out where it is.
Okay. I also know the location, I think, of the base.
Sweet. So, she and I will go in disguised as Fayelle. Jacob will give each of us a familiar to follow us around so that way he knows where we are at all times. Whoever finds her sister first, Jacob can instantly poof out using his familiars.
Okay.
If I happen to find the sister first, I can just use my own dimension door to get back to the rest of you. If Fayelle finds her sister, she and her sister can leave. If I find the sister first, Fayelle will know to get out her own way, because she already knows the layout of the base.
Interesting.
Yuri, disguised as Fayelle, is going to take the fake stone Jacob's going to create and go, because Fayelle also told me who her boss is.
Oh.
So Yuri's going to take the false stone, pretend to be Fayelle, go talk to the boss, and the moment his guard is down, she's going to literally stab him in the back.
I mean, I love that plan.
In the meantime, you, Jacob, and Zeroth, I talked to Yuri about it. I understand. I can't do everything. I get that. I at least want to get the sisters out safely. If they're trying to kill you, bring down Hellfire.
Sisters?
if the sisters are trying to kill me?
No. I
was
the
a little
sisters
confused
safe.
there. I was like, whoa.
Whoever is trying to stop us, if they are trying to kill you, free game.
Free game. I mean, I was...
You, Jacob, and
gonna kill most of
Zeroth,
them.
you're our heavy hitters. You guys are the ones who can do most of the frontline fighting and create most of the distractions, so Yuri, myself, and Fayelle can focus on her sister and taking care of the boss.
Okay. Sounds kind of fun.
Yuri can get away because she has this weird misty step thingy from her demon, or whatever she calls it.
Demon Daddy.
Demon Daddy?
No.
Demon Daddy?
Daddy!
Nickname down. You have a You're a sugar baby.
That sounds like a great title for a new anime, Demon Daddy.
And
But,
so,
I hate to ask this.
Make it stop. Don't
chat,
feed into
chat.
this.
We need Demon Daddy in the
Queen
chat.
commands that we change this.
It's actually kind of funny.
so So,
But yes, so the thing is,
something
did
goes
you
wrong.
do this plan? Hold on real quick. Is the whole you all three turning into the elf girl so I don't kill the elf girl?
Actually, no, I didn't think of that because I
Oh.
was kind of hoping you would listen to reason.
Oh, yeah, no. I wouldn't have killed her, but, I just thought it would have been kind of, cool if that was the reason, Raleigh.
No,
But it's
I
okay
did
though,
that
it's
so
not.
that way, when there's 3 of the same woman running around, they don't know who is who.
What happens if someone has true sight?
So that's where the second tier of my plan came into play. If one of us happens to get caught, it goes from, rather than trying to kill the boss and get the sister and make sure everybody's safe, the main goal is just get the sisters and just get them out. From there, it doesn't really matter how or where you do it, so long as they're gone. If for some reason we still get caught all the way around and there's no way to avoid it, the end result is fuck it all and just kill everybody who's in our way, if they're an enemy. So, like, if you see a prisoner, clearly don't kill the prisoner.
Okay. I think I know what a prisoner looks like.
Forward.
You
Or if the
think?
prisoner has a gun.
Yeah, if the prisoner has a gun, I'm going to be a little confused. I don't know
What's
what
a
a gun
gun?
is, but it sounds amazing.
So,
No,
that's pretty much the tier system. Try to do it really sneakily. You kind of lost the sneak factor. Just make sure everybody survives, and then fuck it.
Okay,
just get the fuck out.
I'm right now. I don't like the sneaky thing. I mean, I
Hence
guess I
why-
could just be a darkness.
Hence
a
why
ball of
you,
darkness is
Jacob, and
walking around.
Zeroth are the. We're gonna go in and just cause a distraction. So their attention is on you guys and not on us.
In the words of a
Oh,
good
wait.
friend. Sorry, I'm here now. Hi. Just walked in.
Oh, Jacob, what's up?
In the words of our good friend, this is an assassination.
Okay. I don't understand that reference, but whoever said that, genius. I love assassinations.
Oh my god.
I mean, if it worked,
That's
it
a
worked.
throwback.
And then once it's all said and done, then you can talk to Fayelle and her sister. Although, can you at least let me talk to her sister before you try to do your conversion thing? Because I would like to learn more about Saloon, because I feel like it's really familiar. I just can't pinpoint where I've heard it before, and it kind of is bugging me.
It's a religion.
No shit,
Actually, Rogar, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Oh. Is he good?
I know that this is a religion. I mean, I got a 16.
Okay. You actually know a decent enough amount. I mean, your training in the Palorite Church as a paladin was, it wasn't just combat, because they wanted you to be more than just a fighter. You had to be a bright and shining example. So it involved learning about many other things, including the other good faiths and good gods, and why Palor's above them all. But that did involve some teachings on the different gods and goddesses, specifically the good ones, which Saloon is among them. And in fact, Saloon you were taught a fair amount about, because Saloon is the goddess of the moon, whereas Palor is the goddess of the sun. And they kind of share a connectedness, not like a pair, but they have a little bit of a bond.
I wanted to go away. I wanted to go away. I made them say please. Oh, this is a glorious day.
So no more
yeah.
Demon Daddy?
Nope.
No more demons.
Yeah.
No more dude. But you have learned quite a bit, and so about Saloon. So
All this power's going right.
you're able to explain some of that to Diana.
Yeah.
You also know that obviously a priestess of Saloon would know more about that faith, but you're able to give a good
question.
synopsis.
Question, I don't know what I would need to roll, but can I try to roll to see if Diana remembers what her kingdom worshipped?
I will give
because
you.
it's an entire kingdom of
Yeah.
shifters, Saloon is the goddess of all good lycanthropes.
Yep. I would say
So-
roll a. That's gonna be a history check. Because it's basically, it's your history, but it's still history. That's what I'm gonna call it.
I got
You're not
17.
wrong.
Yep. 17. Okay. Yeah, you remember. There is no one official religion in the kingdom that you grew up. You know that Saloon was one of the goddesses that was more prominent than the others, but it was a very open society when it comes to freedoms, including because they'd been oppressed and basically ostracized so much. Just because they were different. So it is a very open society, and they're very much concerned about their freedoms. And one is, you're free to worship who you want to worship. And obviously a lot of the wolf and bear and some of those, they lean a lot towards Saloon, but there are several gods and goddesses that are worshipped. Saloon is the most prominent, though.
So after Rogar gave her like a brief explanation of like Saloon and whatnot, I can see that triggering her memory about her home.
Okay.
And kind of being like, that's why I remember that. Huh. Why is it that when I'm in my late 20s, I'm suddenly remembering everything from when I was a fucking child?
That's called
Because that's what happens when you have major life threats.
memories. Are you sleeping or not? I feel like you're listening into this. I mean, well, everyone's here. Everyone's listening besides the big
No,
dude.
I'm meta talking. This is meta talking.
Meta talking. I love meta talking.
Before you try to do your whole conversion thing, would you mind if would you be alright with me talking to the priestess first?
I mean, yeah. I don't care if they worship other people. It doesn't bother me.
And why
Just,
are you
gotta.
pushing for it so hard?
Well, I just need to verify the facts that they were willing to. Well, she was willing to. Look, you gotta. It's kind of like I'm gonna call it
A bluff?
a triangle scheme.
Oh, well, okay.
So you get one person, and then you get that one person, and then they spread it to these other people, and then it goes down in like a triangle. If I knew what a pyramid was, I might say that too. I'm not sure if I'm using the right term though. I just pass it down. I don't have to do as much work then. I
Rogar.
can just sit at the top.
I thought you hated Paylor.
I do. I've created a new religion called Paylor.
Who's the god?
Exactly the same. Paylor, the dark one.
The court has gone insane.
Is he lying? The only reason Diana is
It became
asking...
official.
No, Diana's gonna ask, is that actually the thing? Because I distinctively remember you slipping up and saying, okay, good, then you should try to worship me.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would also like to be worshipped since Dark Paylor shines his darkness through me. So I deserve.
Darkness has no light to shine.
I'm quite sure. You know what? I'm gonna.
That's the point.
Darkness is literally the absence of
shoot.
light.
I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna touch the ground and cast light on it, but make it a dark light. See, dark light.
Yeah,
Paylor's
but you
light.
have a circle of actual light around the darkness, so that doesn't count. It's not the
No,
darkness
it's
itself that's
light.
producing the light,
It's actually a black light.
Yeah,
but it's not
like purple.
darkness.
It's the.
Rogar goes
it's
around.
amazing.
Rogar goes around to different hotel rooms, casting black light, just to see if it's safe to sleep in the bed.
I definitely would do that.
So Diana's be like, but that's not actual darkness. That's just a variation of a color of light, but it's not actual darkness. Therefore,
where do
darkness
I come
can't shine
from?
a light. It's the absence of light.
Well, you have much to learn about the Dark Lord, Paylord. We will have much more talks about this. I know.
Well, here's the
fine.
thing. I'm willing to listen so long as you're not trying to convert me.
I only convert people who,
Well, it doesn't hurt to learn about things. You don't have to follow them just to learn about it.
No, I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's like, I'm willing to
everyone's down for a
listen,
little bit
just
of darkness.
don't do the whole you should follow the blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
Jacob, how many fake items at a
Oh,
time
that's
can
not
you
me.
create?
1.
Only one? Fuck.
Yes.
Hey, Rogar, what is it that you found out while you were gone, by the way?
I have this map. I gotta figure. Hey, smart boy, Jacob, come here.
Hold on.
Don't. touch
You
me, though.
realize you're asking the blind one to look at a map, right?
It's established that I can fucking see.
Really? Because a moment ago
He is
you had me
so
questioning that.
now. But yes, I feel like his brain is at such a high level that he'll be able to look at this map.
His
and
head
tell
is
me where I need
somewhere,
to
I'll
go.
tell you that much.
It's not up top.
Wait,
No,
where
I
else
think
would
it's
they
stuck in
go?
a cavern somewhere.
Or
A
between
cavern.
his thighs.
Or in a different room
Oh.
with you.
No, he's in the room.
I was like, yeah, he's here.
Hello.
So yeah, I
you're
will
gonna see
walk
the
over to.
He's like, fuck it.
Fuck it,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll walk
tired of
over to
pretending to
Da-
sleep.
I almost said David. Who's David? I'll walk over to Jacob and hand him the.
Diana's gonna lean over to
map.
Eurydice, and she's just gonna be like, and Thieves can't, now that she knows how to use it, she's like, so how long do you think until they realize we keep making jokes because his head's up his ass?
Oh, I just like making blind jokes.
I feel you there. I can't understand you, but I feel you.
I don't know what you're saying, but move.
Wait, I got the vibe coming off you. Totally.
Let me see what languages. Now I'm good.
Oh no.
I know 2 languages.
What do you know?
Celestial and Common.
Coolio, I can speak
Nice.
to everyone in the group in a different language.
Well, sort of.
No,
We can still have secret combos.
I can have secret combos with a lot of people in here.
I forget what Zeroth speaks.
I'm pretty sure he speaks.
What do you speak?
I speak
into
I speak giant, undercommon, and common.
Now, hold
That's
on.
the only one I can't.
Hold on 1 second, because I forgot to do this last week. Zeroth and Eurydice. I'm going to start with Zeroth. Go ahead. Describe your character so that everyone knows what you look like and that kind of stuff. Go ahead and let the rest of the party and chat know what Zeroth looks like.
Okay, so Eurydice.
This is what
Nope,
you're
this
picturing
is
in your
Zeroth.
head, not your icon.
Okay, yeah, this is Zeroth first.
Oh.
Well, I'm 8 feet tall. I've got bright blue eyes. As far as I know, I'm pretty bald. I've got a lot of tribal tattoos. I'm actually still pretty young. When Earthgart and him got separated, he was about 5 or 6. So he was still pretty young when Earthgart disappeared after our clan was destroyed. So I've actually just been growing up near a bunch of dwarves, and so I'm just very silent, tall dude.
All right.
That's the best way I can describe
Tattoos, eye color, skin tone.
I said those.
it. Blue eyes is why I said blue eyes.
Said that.
I wasn't paying attention to half of it.
I'll say it again. Blue eyes. There you go. I'm bald.
That
Bald.
part I got, smart ass.
No, that means no hair. Okay. I have pale blue skin. I'm a normal
okay.
Goliath. I've got that bob wire tat going across.
Hell yeah.
Do you say bruh a lot?
And I don't have all the information for Knock Thigh, but like I don't know. He's just a big dude.
All right. Okay. Eurydice, go ahead and describe yourself.
Eurydice is small. She is 5'2". Small.
Small.
Yep. Small. She's got short brown hair, bright blue eyes. She's got a scar across the bridge of her nose and just under her left eye. I don't know.
All your hands come up to do this.
Yep. Even I am 21. I still don't know which way is left and right. I always have to do that. But she her left ear is has a bunch of piercings in it. Her right ear only has the normal one, just inner lobe, and she's also got a scar across the left side of her neck that looks very much like someone held her with a knife. You know, like someone might have slit her throat. Who knows? She is very pale, like paper pale.
Deathly pale?
No, not deathly pale, but she's pale.
Oh, so she's whiter than Jacob.
And that's about it.
All right. Okay. So there we go. There's the descriptions of everyone. So now the next thing is, does anyone else have anything else they would like to do before you turn in for the evening? It's still kind of late afternoon, still early evening. The only reason that you really even went to the inn this early, I see ya. The only reason you went to a hotel this early was because Fayelle is like, I need to rest. I need to replenish, if we're going to go do this. So if you've got something, you can. So first hand up was Diana, so go ahead.
Diana's actually going to get Rogar's attention and go, by the way, I need you to come into town with me.
Okay, I can
because the armor that we both got, we need to get refitted. Remember?
Yeah, definitely. Somehow it magically just grew onto me. That's what I just took off.
Wait, did he already put the new armor on?
He did. Now, he did put it on. However,
it hurt.
It didn't. It wasn't fitting quite right. And based on your training, you know what, if this isn't adjusted properly, then it's not going to provide as much protection as it should.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. Cut me in my rib once.
And after Rogar agrees to go with her, she's gonna look at Jacob and go, do you want me to try find possibly like a magic shop or something that might have any scrolls for you? Or do you just want to come?
I bet he does want to come.
Oh God, I was waiting for it. Oh.
Okay, here's the thing. Did Rogar say that?
No.
I was supposed to say, because if he did, Diana's throwing the nearest book at him.
Rogar would never. Ace for life.
But do you just want to come with us, or?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Diana's gonna go across the hall and poke her head into the room, because at that point she's automatically assuming you're Eurydice, whatever.
Eurydice.
Everyone turns against her.
I'm automatically assuming she's coming with us.
Sure, I guess.
She's gonna poke her head into the room where Zeroth and Fayelle are in. And she's gonna look at Zeroth and be like, "Hey, we're running into town really quick to gather some supplies and stuff. Is there anything you want me to keep an eye out for you for?"
I could come with you guys, you know.
Oh, I assumed you were coming. I'm asking Zeroth.
Oh. That shows how much I'm paying attention.
I love how I've been pegged as just babysitter.
When you say that, hold on. When you say that, Fayelle looks because you knocked and opened the door, and she sees you sticking your head in. And Fayelle looks up and says, "Zeroth, if you wish to join them, I will be all right on my own. And I know you may not trust me yet, looking at both of you." And says, "But check with Jacob. He knows I will not betray his trust."
It's not a matter of we don't trust you. It's more if somebody breaks into the tavern to come get you.
They
That's
won't
what I
find.
was thinking.
They won't find me.
Do you turn invisible?
Perhaps.
Nani?
Can you teach me?
It is not a taught skill.
Damn.
I
don't know. Do you guys actually want to leave her here? Or should we have somebody watch her?
She's good.
I
Just in
personally
case.
feel like I don't really need anything from the town, so I can stay and watch her. But can I at least do the unbindings on her feet so she can at least walk around the room? Because as long as she looks like she's captive.
That's fair.
Honestly, you could untie everything. It's
She
nothing
has
wrong.
to look captive in case someone's watching, right? That's what
Yeah,
Yes.
but you're
saying.
also an 8-foot-tall Goliath. I'm pretty sure just the fact that you're staying in the room kind of signifies she's captured.
Can you just bring us back food? And
Anything specific?
unspecified liquor.
Unspecified liquor. Will do.
So you want specifically unspecified liquor?
Oh, that's gonna fuck him up.
Actually, I do have a request. If you find any cannelle, which is, let's see. If you'd actually, you've already admitted that you're kind of a drunkard there, Diana. So you probably would know that is an elvish wine. It's not super expensive, but it's pretty damn good. As far as elven wines go.
And
Would you
I
rate a
just,
season of?
Well, I don't know. Have you had it in the last how long? 2 months or so?
No, I was thinking it would have been a few years. She just lost track. She just.
Are you sure liquor causes memory loss?
Yeah.
so.
Honestly, I would say that is something that is so simple and kind of ingrained into elven society is their drinks that they prefer. You would know what that is.
Oh, I will definitely find that if I can. That actually sounds really good right now. Jake, before we leave, I'm going down to the tavern bar.
Okay.
No, all right.
And then she's just gonna grab Eurydice's arm and just kind of like tug
She's
her
done it right.
with her.
And she's just like, okay, I'm coming. Just
And
stop.
Diana's gonna grin while looking down at the small elf and go, and we could probably find you much better armor and clothing. So that way, it doesn't look like tattered rags or blood stains.
What's wrong with that?
Bloodstains add character.
Okay, so we'll buy you something red.
No, I like purple.
We'll figure something out regardless.
Red and purple.
Besides, it's been a long time since I've had somebody I can actually take shopping with me and not have to deal with the fact of the whole, I can't actually see the colors, right?
That sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he could see the colors. He just was lying.
I know that, Rogar. It's a joke.
Oh, I was late. I think.
All right.
Besides,
So do you
you
guys
need to
head
shave.
down? Do you guys head down to the bar? You and Eurydice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Jacob, Rogar, are you gonna go with them, or are you just gonna wait for them to finish their little bar trip and then all head out shopping? Minus Zeroth, you sound like you're just gonna stay in the room and keep guard on her.
Yeah,
or-
I'm just gonna stay there. I'm probably just gonna sharpen my weapons.
Okay.
Like to work
Super
with,
excited to get this
Oh,
armor
hold it.
fitted.
Hold on, Dan. It's
my
Rogar was
royal
saying.
advisor. I like to work with my royal advisor to figure out this map.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Royal
Ulysses-
advisor, huh?
Eurydice will let
Need
Jacob
a
know
job.
that the guy the guy she got the info from told her that not only was they were located in a big warehouse on the dock, that there was also a secret knock on some of the barrels.
Glad I wrote that down yesterday. As well.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Do you remember? Yes, it was. Well, it was actually today.
It was yesterday for me. Look, tired brain, okay?
Alright.
I have it written down, notes. I got it. I'm ready.
Do you remember what it was exactly?
Big warehouse dock base location underneath 2 barrels, knock 3 times, and the door goes down.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
I didn't even get. I just got big warehouse underneath the
From
warehouse.
a drunken guy, by the way. That's my notes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
keep
out
it
of
up.
curiosity, once Diana gets this armor fitted, what do I change her armor class to?
What was it? It was studded leather. Yes.
Yeah, it was glamored studded leather
It's
armor.
it's the same as regular studded leather. The only
I don't know.
you don't have to change your armor class. If you actually look on your D&D Beyond sheet on your character, under your equipment section, it should already. Let's see. No, you haven't added it there. Huh, it did not add, so let me add it to your thing real quick here.
Thank you.
Alright, so add.
Oh.
Okay, now, boom. It just has to equip it, which I just did for you in D&D Beyond. And so now your armor class is what it is, 14. It's the same as wearing studded leather. Regular studded leather. The difference is because it's
Hey, give it up
glamored.
twice.
Yep. Because it's glamored, you can wear that armor, but have it look like regular clothes or different armor. I mean, that's the magic of it.
All I care about is that my armor class went up 2.
Nice.
So, I'm thinking before we go, we should probably get, health potions and shit.
Sure, but I
Seeing as, the tiny one almost died today.
that might be a good idea, but I don't have a lot of money, so
Also, are you thinking of more like a plum purple, lilac purple, lavender purple?
lavender, lilac,
Purple?
kind of.
Well, because I want to know if you want to look deep, dark, and mysterious, or if you want to look like a really pretty flower that's about to suddenly poison somebody.
I mean, what about
Pretty flower.
royal? Oh,
Pretty flower.
Yeah, royal. Pick it.
That's fine. So anyways, this map, Roga,
Yes.
So, you show him the map.
Yeah.
Alright.
Map, dude.
So you see this, it's a small piece of parchment. It's actually, when it's unfolded, it's about half the size of like a regular sheet of paper, like, printer paper. It's about half that size when you unfold it. And on there seems to be a combination of words, some symbols, and some that look like partially done drawings. And when you look at the words, it's there. You can clearly read the words that are there, but it sounds like gibberish. They're like out of order or something.
Wait, did they write that in Thieves' Cant? Can you write Thieves' Cant?
Yes. But
Yeah.
you can write in Thieves' Cant, but
can't or chant?
can't. Can't. It's called Thieves' Cant.
Can't.
Can't
okay.
what?
Can't.
Yeah,
They can't. I don't know.
Can Diana take a look at the map?
I thought you already headed down to the bar.
You headed down to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
did.
thought they were waiting for us.
In the room.
To the bar.
In the room.
Oh,
You guys headed down to the bar.
Oh,
Yeah,
because we
did.
weren't gonna go back and re-get them.
Oh,
Well,
and we're getting.
they'll be waiting a
we're
long
getting
time.
love.
So you show him the map. What languages do you speak, Jacob?
Now?
Yes. Yes.
I speak Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Okay. So
Not Thieves' Cant.
it's the words on there are in common.
Cool.
It's just like
Not
they're
very common.
it's just like they're out of order. You see the following words, and hold on, let me see. Let me pull this up because I had it somewhere.
You share it with us. I kind of want to see.
I haven't drawn out the drawings because I'm not good at.
No, like the words themselves.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Hold your horses.
Channel. I need channel. Wait, not Rogar. I need channel Galzor. I need to use his big boy brain for a little.
The big boy brain.
Which
Not my
brain?
-1.
Can I try to decipher?
Whoa. Whoa.
Yes. Hold on. Let me send it your way. Hold on.
Galzor.
I want to see. Rude.
You're not there.
The funny thing is, we said we were gonna go down to the bar. You two were going to follow and wait for us.
I didn't hear that.
I
That's
didn't
what
hear we were
Jacob had
following and
said.
Waiting. I said we were just waiting.
Oh,
So,
Either way, this is all happening while you're getting drinks, so.
what I find funny is the two people you need who actually speak what the fuck is on the paper. You're not asking.
It's fine. I'm a linguist. I can do this.
I don't know what.
Please let him not be able to do this.
Yeah,
It'd be
please.
hilarious.
Ah, my computer is being quite
You are
bright.
muted.
All right. So I have it for me. It is written out in the correct order. So hold on. I have to like
Oh god, you gotta mix it up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. This
What was
mixing up is brought to you by Critical Hit.
Yes.
While you're busy doing that, Diana's gonna be talking to Yuri, and just. So, you mentioned it's a demon? Does that make you a warlock?
I guess. I think so.
I mean, you said you
Sure.
can use magic, right?
Yeah. Not a lot. I mostly just use knives.
Yeah, I gathered that. So, you mentioned the whole brought you back to life thing?
Yeah, what about it?
Can you elaborate?
No, because I don't know what happened.
So, you got woken up someday by a demon and just went, fuck it?
Well, I kind of remember this demon, the demon in my head while I was dead, I guess, and he was just like, he kind of, I guess I was really angry, really upset about something.
Well, yeah, you summoned the demon.
He offered to let me get revenge.
On?
I don't know.
And he's not telling you?
Exactly!
Fine.
So he revived me, and now I kind of work for him.
We need to find a new. That is so useless. What kind of a demon brings you back to life and then doesn't even tell you what it's gonna do?
A demon daddy.
Fuck
I
off,
was just about
Jacob.
to say it.
Like,
Ah.
if there's supposed to be some quid pro quo here, he's kind of falling on his end.
Well, he is like the demon of greed, I guess.
Whoa. Nice job.
So he's still not telling you what you're getting revenge for?
I know it's someone. I'm getting revenge on someone.
There's a lot of someones in the world, in case you haven't noticed.
Oh, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Recently stabbed someone.
I know.
So, specific race, gender, name, anything?
Well, I kind of remember why I was so mad.
Which was?
I think I lost someone.
Okay.
He was really important to me.
Oh.
I
So
think I
you're
lost
trying
him.
to find the person who killed your love?
I think so.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Why? Because you're in love with Jacob and you
No,
can't...
that's not. That's not what I meant. So you're trying to find the person who killed this guy who was special to you, and he doesn't know who it is, or he's not telling you who it is.
I think he's not telling me.
Mm. Well, if he wants you to do something for him, then he needs to tell you what it is exactly that he's doing for you, which also comes down to the names. Because I don't see the point in following a giant demon thing if it's not actually gonna, be of use to you.
Well, one, he gives me magic, and two, he brought me back to life. So I kind of owe him right now.
But if you're already alive... I'm just saying, get some names, otherwise you're gonna be running around in circles forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry that took so long. But
Oh boy.
this is what if you look at this parchment and read the words in order. This is what you see. I put them in the Discord, and it is for chat so that they hear it. To the 3 turns of gate, the seek path of the swallow, then follow west is you, to the point right the.
Oh, I think I already know what that is.
Why am I so childish?
Really? Did you see swallow and automatically? Really?
God. God,
You are the
Rogar.
worst.
I can't help
And
it.
I'm the whore!
Look, man.
No.
Last episode we used the word erect. That would make me laugh. I'm just like, man.
So,
Oh, and I forgot one word. Sorry.
See, I knew this one word's gonna change everything.
Yep. Sorry. My
The
bad.
letter A.
Nope. Nope. Let me copy that into the Discord real quick. I just realized I thought I had them all. Okay. The one with all of the words in it there is almost the exact same. It says, to the 3 turns of gate. No, I did have gate in there. So, yep. So never mind.
Gate.
I got it all.
Alrighty.
Wow.
I'm gonna attempt to decipher it.
Good job,
please
linguist. I
don't
picked you
get
for a
it because
reason.
you don't know the language.
If it's in English,
Well,
English.
common.
Yeah, but he also...
What is English?
It comes from the land of Eng.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, since he doesn't know Thieves' Cant, I feel like you should have him try to decipher it by himself realistically.
You don't know that it's Thieves' Cant.
I still stand by.
You're assuming it is, not necessarily.
It could just
It
be
could just be like...
jumbled puzzles because they're like, hey, only the people know what it's saying.
Mm-hmm. So, I will tell you, as far as the symbols and partial drawings that you see on there, the things you see is you see what looks to be in one corner of the parchment a drawing of a gate, and it looks like the sun behind it. You also see in one of the other corners, actually this one's kind of more in the middle. The words are kind of just jumbled around. They're not like just written out straight. But you see it's kind of more, you'd say the upper right corner, and then if you kind of drug it down just a little bit towards the middle, but not quite. There what you see is two wings that look, there's not the rest of the bird, but two wings.
All right.
And the word swallow is actually kind of written between the wings. The third partial picture that you see is, it looks like three lines intersecting.
All right.
And then the last drawing you see is actually above that one, that three lines intersecting. You see what looks like a drawing of almost like a shield with a heraldry symbol on it, but it's like just the edge of a shield and a partial heraldry, but you can kind of figure that looks like maybe that is a shield, or something like that.
I hear you.
Amazing.
Very interesting, to say the least. So again, I'm gonna try to decipher things.
Okay.
Please get a 1.
What do I need to roll?
I will mage hand help you.
Mage hand help him. Okay, I don't know how that will help, but
I'm 5 feet away. I'm using the help action. Like, hey.
Okay, the
that
help
word
action.
is
Okay.
swallow.
okay.
Thank you.
So
Maybe
you're
swallow.
yes.
Okay.
So you're helping him out with your mage hand
I don't
to provide the help action. This one isn't necessarily a physical thing. This is more like a mental thing. So it's you could help help action by you're basically discussing with him, kind of tossing ideas back and forth about it.
Yeah, I'll rub his shoulders with my mage hand.
Okay.
Do you want to go back and check on the guys?
So before you two do that, so Jacob, this will be a straight up intelligence check, but you are getting help, so you're going to have advantage.
Coolio.
Get a 1.
No.
Praise Dark Palor.
All right. That's one roll. Oh. Give me a second.
I want Eurydice to
23.
It
Yeah,
takes
I
Jacob.
wanted Diana and Eurydice
Okay.
to help.
No,
Okay,
this is what I want.
Hold
I
on.
want Jacob-
I want to hear his number because I couldn't hear.
23 in total.
Okay. Now, what were you two going to say?
I want it. I want it to take Jacob 10 minutes to decipher this, and Eurydice come in, and as soon as he's got this, and he's about to say it, and then she's just like, oh hey, yeah, it says this.
All right. So, as you are looking at this, you got a 23.
Yep.
Okay. You know that the first part of this, you're pretty sure because of the capital T on the and the capital P on path, that it is in reference to the path, and you're pretty sure that is the start of this sentence, and that just kind of noodling it out a little bit, you come up with the first part of it is the path you seek.
All right.
You also, with such a high roll, you understand that the second part of the sentence has to do with the drawing of the gate and the sun. There's some bit in the middle you're not exactly sure about, but then after that part, you're pretty sure it has to do with the drawing of the wings and the word swallow. And then the last part has to do with the intersecting lines and that shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Eurydice walk through the door and look at the thing. Just be like, hey, what are you dweebs looking at?
You guys show up. You two show up. You want to look at it?
Look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eurydice is
Look at
looking at it.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Deep Speech, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
And I know Common, Sylvan, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. You see words in common.
So do we also do straight intelligence?
Yep. Or you can help each other, and one of you roll with advantage.
Well, turn
who-
table.
Oh, here's the thing.
What's your
It's-
intelligence thing?
I have a +1.
I have a +2.
I have a
So
+5.
here's the thing. Mine is technically lower than what Jacob's was, but mine was a natural 20.
Natural 20 is not an automatic success unless you're talking about an attack roll. Okay.
Well,
It's
it
awesome.
has to be-
It's awesome, but it's not an automatic
Yeah,
success.
it brought it to a 21 because I got a
Yes.
nat 20.
So you're able to figure out
Anyway.
basically what Jacob did.
18.
You get everything but the last sentence, or the last part of the sentence. You get everything else except that last part of that sentence.
Okay.
Should I?
Can you write out the parts that we have in order?
All right.
I have that first part.
The words. You here, let me get rid of that. Okay, the words that you're only sure of for sure is the path you seek. Right there. And you know that's the first part.
Hey.
Can we all help Jacob?
Hey, does anybody have a map of the city?
Can we all help Jacob?
Can we all help Jacob and give him like
No, like, does anybody
Okay.
have a map of the city?
We just got here, so we don't.
Does Eurydice have a map of the city?
Because she and Zeroth have been.
I would say yes, you
Too
would.
bad I have an excellent memory for maps and geography.
Yeah. He
Eurydice
is.
pulls out her map and just slams it in front of everyone, just like, I've got a map, and we can use it to figure this thing out. Shopping will have to
So-
wait until tomorrow.
No, that's fine. So, the thing is, with Fayelle, what she told me was that they have inner workings within nearly everything, including the governments and the religious factions.
Also, I got information that there was their base is at the docks in a very large warehouse there.
Okay, so
Wait, why don't we just go there then?
yeah,
This seems like a
It's
lot.
also an
here's the
underground
thing:
Oh,
where they're sending you might not be where we're going.
oh yeah. I guess that would make sense.
So, the three different symbols. One is the word "swallow" within wings. The other one is a gate with a sun behind it.
I swear,
And
God, if
then-
you worship Halor, I'm going to kill them.
And then the third symbol was like you said, half of a shield.
Like the lower half of a shield. Think of it like a you know what a kite shield looks like, the shape of a kite shield. So like if I drew out a full kite shield, it's got the top, and then it's kind of a curved down to a point at the bottom, and then it would have whatever
Yeah.
decoration.
Did they hand this to you folded up or flat out?
It was folded when he received it.
Yes, it was very folded.
I'm going out on a
unfolded it.
limb here. Can I try to roll to see if maybe there's a specific way you're supposed to fold the paper to get the words to line up?
You can always try.
What would I roll for it?
That would be. I would call that a wisdom check.
Eurydice is helping.
Am I good at wisdom? Hold on, am I? God,
I have a
got
+2 in
I've
wisdom.
got a +2 as well.
Okay.
Jacob,
So-
do you have a plus?
That just a 2. I mean, it's just the same as everyone else.
So you've got advantage because Eurydice is helping you, or you can use your advantage that you got from chat. You could do
Well,
that. You
I
could do that,
rolled-
and then you both could get a roll, but yours would be an advantage.
I've
Well,
got
because
an
I
as
got
well.
I got
got advantage
18
for chat
plus
as well.
2 automatically.
All right, say that again.
So, I got an 18 plus 2 on my first roll.
Okay, you could
I
always.
got a 16.
Okay, you could always get better if you have advantage, because you could always roll a nat 20 or a 19.
I used my advantage for this one, so I got a
Okay.
16.
All right, so you used your advantage. That is good to know, so
Yep.
I can mark that.
So,
All right.
I mean,
trying.
I got a 20.
Okay, so you got a total of a 20. You got a total of
16.
16. Okay. You fold it this way and that, and as you're folding it up some, you manage to actually align a couple more of the words, and they seem to make a little more sense. And it says, west of the gate, and
Hang on.
I'm putting that in.
The path you seek
This
west
here.
of the gate.
Okay. So that you managed to figure out west of the gate.
So must be the path you seek is west of the gate.
One more time. I'm sorry. I had to close my blinds.
Okay.
To the 3 turns of the swallow. To the-
What was it? So the path you seek west of the gate.
Well, since grammatically
Do I
speaking,
reckon?
grammatically speaking, it wouldn't make sense if there wasn't not is in between those two, because that makes sense. The path you seek is west to the gate,
West of the gate.
west of the gate, whatever.
To the right of the swallow?
It's a type of bird,
I
Brogar.
know it's a type of bird.
Quick question.
This is me
for,
laughing.
for the
I would like to try.
sun, is it just like a typical sun drawing, or does it look like the Palor symbol?
Looks like a
Sorry,
standard.
Kathy,
Looks like a standard sun. Just like
Standard?
a standard. Yes.
I would like to attempt to decipher it again with the new knowledge of the path you seek and west of the gate.
Okay. So you're trying to figure out, okay, how do the rest of these align?
Your Eddices will help.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh, well, Diana.
Okay.
So
So,
1 advantage, Coolio.
well, I'm gonna say it does matter because I'm going to lower the difficulty a little bit since you're all
Bam.
working together.
Do it, guys. I got it.
It was
We're
intelligence
team.
again, right?
Yes, it was straight intelligence.
Blessed be thy day. Natural 20, making it a 25.
Nice, nice.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't even need that reduced difficulty. So you managed to get you figured out the 5 independent sections. You know the order of what you assume the order of the first 2. The other 3, you find out one of them is to the point of 3.
1 to 3 right of the
One of them is 2 turns right,
right.
and one of them is then follow the swallow.
Realize something. Go. Hang on. I want to see something really quick. She's going to take the paper, go into the other room, hold it in front of Fayelle, and go, "You wouldn't happen to know what this says, would you?"
She looks at it for a bit. She kind of cocks her head a little bit, almost like the confused puppy, and goes, "To the 3 turns of gate, the seek path of the swallow, then follow west is you to the point right." That sounds like gibberish.
Well, no shit, it's gibberish currently. What I mean is, this is something the path gave Rogar thinking he's a recruitment.
Oh God.
All right, now what were the 3 things that you said? The 3 phrases one more time, so I
Okay.
can write them down.
The
Got it.
one of them is to the point of 3.
The point of 3.
Another one is 2 turns right.
Right.
And the last one is then follow the swallow.
Follow the swallow. Wow, who would have guessed? It rhymed.
Wouldn't it be the path you seek is west of the gate, 2 turns right to the point of 3, then follow the swallow?
Path to seek is west of the gate.
Do we have a?
Well-
Eurydice looks at the map of the city that she's got, and she's gonna like follow it, like do that, like do as the saying, like
Okay.
as Diana said.
Okay.
But you know, on the map.
As you are kind of tracing this out on the map, where do you start?
Try the tavern where where Rogar met the guy.
Well, find the west
It
gate.
says at the is west of the gate, so she's gonna try the I don't know, the,
Main gate?
West of the gate?
yeah, the main gate, I guess.
Okay. So you see, it looks like this is kind of one of those old, sketched out maps. So it's got the city, and they've got like little, kind of like sketches for, houses. They're somewhat looks like a house. There's no real big detail on them. They've got, for more important buildings, you'll see like a larger building, and you may even see some symbols on it, like Mikey's Tavern, or whatever. You'll see different little things. They may have symbols or words even. And as you're going through, you see, when you taking the main gate and you look west of it, you kind of notice there seems to be on the map one spot where the houses are just, it's almost like they're making a small circle of opening. It's not big. It's just the way the houses are. There's not a lot of city planning that went into the organization of things, so some things are just kind of random, but it's just this spot just seems a little bit blank to you.
And does it seem like a little too like that seems a bit more organized than the city had been planned out?
No, it just sticks out to you as
Okay.
that's weird.
Then Eurydice will tell them that this spot looks weird. This is the spot that I found with this gate, and she'll so since this is a town on a bridge, there's got to be another gate. So she's gonna go use the other one that leads
Okay.
from the other side of the river to see if she finds anything on that side.
No.
Oh my God.
Nothing really stands out to you.
Okay.
So, quick question. Do we know any of the names of the taverns in this city?
Yeah.
Swallow Tavern?
I don't know. Is there? You haven't necessarily heard of
And
one.
look at the map. Oh, wait, is it going to be on the map?
Here's the thing.
You look at-
Diana's just gonna yell Zeroth's name.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the alcoholic.
Zeroth, you hear your name coming from down the hall. Zeroth!
Alright, I'm gonna start walking out the room.
You hear?
You're a barbarian, so, and a Goliath thing, so, like, you understand geography really well, right?
Aye.
So, hypothetically speaking, if we were to give you directions and a map, do you think you could figure it out?
Technically, yes.
Cool! Good luck!
So
And
long
she's
as
just
the
gonna point
geography
the words,
stays in line.
and she's just gonna give the words and then the map to Zeroth.
Well, the words
And
would take
just
the
go,
3 turns of
Good
gate.
luck, buddy.
Seek path of the swallow, then
Oh,
follow
yeah, please don't confuse him.
Are you going to tell him what you figured out as far as words?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So when you look at
this whole time, I'm just sitting in the other room.
yeah, when you look at what they have written down as the words, you look at the map, you kind of think for a second, and you look, and let me just check one thing real quick, because I want to make sure I'm doing this right and doing you guys justice. Yeah. I will need from you a survival check.
A survival check.
Mm-hmm.
So in your list on D&D Beyond,
I clicked
you'll
it.
see. Okay.
Alright, I got a 19 plus 3 is 22.
Okay, so when you look at this map and the words that they tell you, you go, well, this is where you'd start. And when you put your finger on the map, it's right in the dead center of that little kind of open circle that Eurydice noticed. And then you see, and then you say, you're kind of mumbling to yourself a little bit, and your fingers moving along this map, and you actually say to the rest of them, you got this line and this line backwards, and you show them, and then it reads out, the path you seek is west of the gate. 2 turns right, then follow the swallow to the point of 3.
We were close.
We were close.
And
So where does that take us?
as far as you can tell with him tracing out, if you're watching closely, you notice that as his finger's going down the streets, basically on the map, past one of them, you actually see, because there are some small symbols and stuff on the map next to some buildings, you see one that looks like a little sign, and that little sign has a very small, because it's a map, and it's kind of hard to notice at first, drawing of a swallow. And as he continues on, he ends up coming to what looks like an intersection of 3 streets. And right near that intersection, one of the buildings next to it looks like it has a kite shield. And the bottom point of the kite shield is pointing right at the intersection of the streets.
We're dumbasses.
We are. I'm just glad I thought to ask him.
I know. Sarah, I could kiss you if I didn't love someone else.
Wait,
Fine, I'm a little tall.
All right,
Yeah.
so before we continue
size
on,
plays the thing.
before we continue on, what? Before we continue on, I think it is time for us to do our giveaway.
Woo woo.
Okay, so for everyone who is in chat, we are going to be giving away one of our official TOGG dice bags.
Woo.
Okay, as well as one of you guys will have to hold them up because I actually don't have a set myself yet. I will get one. A set of these silver and purple sparkly metal dice.
Here's the D20.
Yep, from Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. So we're going to be giving away those 2 things. Okay, the way you enter is I'm about to give you a keyword. And when I say the keyword, type it in once. Capitalization really doesn't matter, but it's in all, I put it in all lowercase, so if you're worried about it, just put it in all lowercase. But type it in once. If you type it in more than once, you will be automatically kicked out by Nightbot and removed from the contest. So everyone, if you're ready, the keyword is puzzle. 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 So go ahead and put that in. We're going to go ahead and continue on for a few more minutes, give people a chance to put in the keyword, and then after a few minutes, I will go ahead and run the contest, and we'll see who wins. And then I will contact you with information on exactly how you are going to, how we're going to get you information we need from you so that we can get your prizes out to you. So, all right, so.
I love how Eurydice is just disappointed in me.
Okay, real quick question. Klein NF, excellent question. Yes, if for those of you who are kind of new to this channel, and don't know, this is the second giveaway. We're doing one next week, and then the week after that, we're going to be doing 2 that stream. The first one will be exactly like this. The second one will be for subscribers only, okay? And that's going to be the TOGG dice bag, the dice, as well as a free copy of the one-shot that I put together with the help of Greg Zilla, and that we ran a few weeks or months back, I can't remember exactly when, as well as a $100 credit for Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Now, your question, Klein, yes, even if you win one of these, okay, you can still be eligible for the big giveaway, but you have to be a subscriber to get that big giveaway. So we'll allow that, but I don't want to do, one of the regular giveaways. Please, if you won one of the regular giveaways, don't go for another one, just to give other people a chance. But
Don't hog it all.
Yeah. All right, but that's it for that. So let's continue on with where you guys were.
Alright.
So you figured out the map and the riddle on it, as far as you can tell.
Okay, I need a break from all this big brain stuff. Let's go shopping.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, that was
I cannot wait to find you a new dress.
Oh, no, not a dress. Oh, no, not a dress.
All right, so who all is heading out
you'll
shopping?
be fine. Don't worry, it'll be perfect.
I believe it is the 4 of us.
Okay.
Please, where?
As soon as,
Please.
As soon, you're gonna have to drag your indices, because as soon as you mention a dress, she's unwilling to do anything.
daggers.
I'll get a dagger.
Diana's just gonna slowly cling to her and just hold her please.
As long as I get a dagger or something nice to stab people with.
I mean, we can always build in a hidden dagger pouch.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
But we get to go to a or blacksmith, and I get to buy some nice.
We need to go anyway. I need to get this studded armor resized.
Cool.
Amazing.
I'm getting myself a nice knife. I need to treat myself.
That reminds me, we actually still have some items we need to sell.
Yeah.
Oh! And Diana's gonna pull out the box of the figurine animals that she had, where Oak has the wolf, Jacob was given the bird,
Bird up.
You gave him the bird? What?
So she's gonna point at the remaining animals to Rogar and Eurydice and be like, so, do you guys want one?
What animals are there?
What are
again?
those? Yeah, what she said.
I kind of just assumed the animal you guys would want would be in the box.
Pretty much.
Oh.
There's 6 in total, 3 are missing. All I know is there's this weird bird with flappy wings and a fairly big belly that looks like it would waddle that I already gave to Zeroff because the moment he saw it, he lost his shit.
Amazing.
Name an animal your character would really like.
Is there wolves?
Trying to.
I love wolves.
Well, I
know
kinda
that's the problem.
gave-
My character likes wolves as well.
I gave the wolf to Oak.
We must go find this oak and kill him.
No!
Okay.
I want wolf.
What's your guys' favorite animal?
A cat.
What?
A lion.
You like
A lion.
Then
A
she gets a
lion.
lion.
Yay!
like this? I guess.
Or what is your favorite animal?
I don't have one.
Because
I don't
I'm
actually
about
like
to give
animals.
you a fucking unicorn.
No, I hate animals. Oh, let's see.
Why do you hate
Rogar.
animals?
They like me too much. I can't help it.
Just pick a dinosaur.
I'm gonna give you a
hell, I hate
horse at
those
this
too.
rate.
I'll
Let's see. I guess I'm gonna go with a Tyrannosaurus.
Pretty sure
I saw it
dragons
in the
don't exist.
chat.
Pretty
I
sure
said-
dinosaurs don't exist.
I'm pretty sure dinosaurs exist, right? D&D.
They do indeed.
They do.
They do. They
Yeah, I
do.
can somewhat. Oh wait, I can't anymore. I'm not Galdor. But I could at one point.
Then I'll to give you a horse.
No, I want my Tyrannosaurus. I'm assuming Rex, because they forgot the word Rex.
Okay.
The fans have suggested
So,
it.
Zeroth has a penguin, Jacob has an owl, Diana has a
Hell
fox, Eurydice has a cat, no, a lion,
Lion.
and then Gowder has a dinosaur.
Wait, Galdor?
Gowder!
Who is this?
Rogar! Rogar has
He's
a dinosaur!
amazing. I'm gonna stare at my T-Rex and be like, why is his arm so little?
I've got a big head and little arms!
But I don't think you've got this plan very.
Master. Master.
And by the way, his ring is invisible right now.
Oh. Okay, don't make me detect magic on you.
That's fine. I mean, it's just invisible right now. That's all.
Why are you
So-
getting so close
Don't
to
trust
the
you.
mic?
Cause
She
it's what
used-
I
guys
don't
do.
trust anybody.
So, all she has left to sell was a crown. Fuck, what was all the items?
Hey, wait, did you just say a crown?
It was a really small bronze trinket that looks like a
I
crown.
mean, can I see it?
We're selling it?
Where are the
I
tiny
mean-
crowns?
I have some money. I can give you money for crown.
I have very little money, and I'm not willing to part with it.
Eurydice, how much would a bronze crown normally go for?
How much would a bronze crown normally go for, Jason?
Hearing the question, I would also like to try to figure it out.
You would? Okay.
Whoa, can we
Hold
not
on.
Fight for my crown.
Alright,
Oh, I'm not gonna fight for it. I just want to know what it is.
alright.
Oh.
Hold on. I needed to double check this because for whatever reason, I was double checking Nightbot to make sure that it was getting everyone who is putting in the keyword, and not everyone who put in the keyword was showing up. So, once again, if you want in the contest, I went ahead and reset everything because it wasn't getting everyone who was putting it in. I want to make sure that if you want into the contest, you're getting into the contest. So, everyone again, please put in the keyword puzzle, Puzzle, if you want to get in on the giveaway.
So, I have a bronze crown and 2 embroidered silk handkerchiefs. Because I already used up all 3 of the golden investments, and the box of animal figurines has been scattered.
Okay. Alright, so your question was, hey, how much did those things cost?
Yes.
So, hold on.
How much would they go for?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I will tell you in a moment here. Once I open this up. Okay, so, which things are you asking about?
The bronze crown and the 2 silk handkerchiefs.
I was specifically just asking the bronze crown.
Bronze crown and the true silk handkerchiefs. Okay, I'd say... does anyone have a jeweler's, like a proficiency in a jeweler's kit?
No.
Forgery.
Does anyone have any proficiency in sewing kit?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Then I will say, being that Eurydice, you are part rogue, you have a shot at appraising these because you kind of know approximate value for items that would be worth stealing.
Okay.
But it is going to be just a straight wisdom check.
Okay.
You got this.
14.
14. Okay. You estimate that both the bronze crown and the silk handkerchiefs are somewhere in the neighborhood of between like maybe 150 gold pieces to 250 gold pieces each, somewhere in that range for each of these things.
I have an idea.
The silk handkerchiefs together would be worth that much, that range. The bronze crown on its own is worth that much.
Diana's gonna grin almost viciously and be like, who wants to see a bard work their silver tongue magic?
Either that or I could stab their hand.
No, just let me talk. Because Diana is going to find a fabrics store that would generally use and or sell handkerchiefs.
Okay.
They're no fun anymore.
And she's going to try to sell them for double what they're worth.
Okay.
She's going to use her feminine wiles.
Alright, so
Which would be persuasion or deception?
that would be persuasion. Because you're trying to persuade a shopkeeper in the industry of what you're trying to sell on the value of stuff that they probably know pretty much exactly what they're worth.
And I'm going to use that advantage I was given.
Okay.
So I get double what they're worth.
That's what you're
if I
trying.
make these rolls.
Well, that's not exactly how it works. You have to haggle. First, you also gotta haggle. You go into the shop and see the shopkeeper. What are you doing?
What is the embroiderment on the silk handkerchief specifically, by the way?
It just looks like a.
It is embroidered.
It just looks like a. It's not like embroidered with initials or anything, if that's what you're wondering. It's embroidered more with like a pattern around the edge, just kind of a delicate, lacy-looking pattern to add to the design.
I'm gonna have to lie out my ass for this.
Let's hear what you got because depending on how well you persuade me, is going to determine what the DC is that I set.
Don't worry, depending on how bad you do,
and then how far above.
Eurydice can just stand behind you with a knife, looking incredibly intimidating. And
So, going up to the shopkeep to try and sell these, Diana's going to explain that she and her group of friends are adventurers who like to find missing and or treasured items from forgotten areas.
Okay.
During their travels, they actually came across an ancient society that has since long been forgotten that was well known for protecting many of the cities, and within the areas they actually found 2 handkerchiefs of fallen soldiers that were actually there that were hoping to sell, so that way somebody who appreciates the actual fine craftsmanship of the handkerchiefs would be able to preserve them and be able to put them on display so that the society itself is not forgotten.
Do I look like a collector to you?
No, but you do look like a man who would know something valuable when it's presented in front of him.
Well, then present it. Let me take a look.
And she'll pull out the silk handkerchiefs and hand them to him and go and point to Jacob and go, he was actually the one who recognized a lot of the symbols within the area we had found. He's a scholar who's actually known for studying tombs and ancient treasures.
Really? So, you saw all that?
He's a wizard. his familiar is his eyes for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, he is blind.
Very blind.
Yeah.
We like to tease him about it a lot.
By the way, I'm an official member of the Church of Palor.
What part of?
Just throwing that out.
Oh. Good day, Paladin.
Yeah, good day to you.
And then he takes a look at the handkerchief, the first one, scans it for a little bit, says, "All right, let me see the other."
And she'll hand it over.
It's an interesting story. I'll say that much. I'll give you 175 for the pair.
See, they're actually worth far more than that.
No, they are not.
You want to bet?
I make this stuff day in and day out. I know the cost of the silk.
And we constantly risk our lives to find treasures that many of the people inside the cities would never dare venture into.
So what do you want for them?
$450.
$450. That would put me out of business. Go ahead and make your roll.
What do you want me to roll?
It's going to be persuasion, and you said you were using your advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you need Pawn Stars?
So I'm marking that as complete.
So,
Get an expert look at this.
because I'm using the advantage, the first roll was 17 plus 6,
Okay.
which is
23.
and then the second one is 19 plus 6, which
So
is
25. Okay. So he looks at it, he says, I'll tell you what. I can tell you that at most, each one of these is going to be worth at most 125. I still got to make a profit off of it. So if I buy them from you at 250, then I'm not going to make any money. However,
Then how about this?
Well, let's hear it. What's your counter?
Then how about this? You buy them for $250 each, and I'll make sure to get plenty of word around about your shop and get you more business.
$250 each. That's double what I just said. $125 each. Together they're worth $250, which is what Eurydice told you that there's the pair together. Eurydice told you are between 175 and or 150 and 250. You just asked for more money than you asked me for a second ago.
For $500 in total?
Yeah, because you asked before, you said for $450. And then you said $500.
Yeah, but I also know when somebody's trying to undermine me. So, how about...
In this, you don't know that. The only information you know about the actual value of these is what Eurydice told you.
So she's just
And she told you 150 to 250 for the pair
And
is the range, is what they
Diana-
would go for.
Diana's also very good at lying.
Can
Yes,
Eurydice
that's what that roll was.
Can Eurydice make an insight check to see if the shopkeeper dude is like trying to like I don't like undermine her, I guess.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I can roll for that too. I
you both
automatically
can.
have advantage.
Yeah, you both can. Go for it.
19.
Okay.
Nat 20, 25.
Okay. You realize he is being completely straight with you. That the market value of these market value is if he paid you $250, that's what he'd be able to sell them for. In other words, he would make zero.
I have a question.
But
This is off topic.
Okay.
So the armor, they took armor from the actual site that they were at, right?
Yeah.
So generally all groups, when they have their own sets of armor, have some kind of symbol somewhere on the armor itself to prove that they're associated with that group, correct?
Sometimes, yes. Not always.
On one of the bracers of the glamored armor that she's wearing, would it have one of the symbols?
I'd say yes, it would.
So Diana, what she's going to do, she's going to let because it's glamored, so she can change if it's the armor itself or what she wants it to look like.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to expose the armband of the armor itself that has the symbol of the ancient group on it, and go, this right here is proof of where we found those handkerchiefs.
He looks at it and he goes, and what is that? I've never seen that before in my life.
Jacob?
Oh, well, okay. I was gonna say it.
Either one.
Feel free.
Jacob, let's both say it together.
All right.
Knowledge and faith.
What?
You're smart. I'm the faithful.
Oh, right. That. Sorry.
Yes.
It is from the Serpent Terra.
Protectors of the realm.
Okay. Well, look. As I was going to say before, 500, that's way too... I am not paying double what these things are worth. However, as I was going to say, I like your story. And using that story, I may be able to get, for the pair, $350 at most. So I'll give you $275 for both.
300.
Deal.
Perfect.
All right, so there you go. So you just got 300 gold for two silk handkerchiefs.
I am not good at haggling, guys. I did not think I would actually have to do anything.
Sucks when you have to actually do it, huh?
Yeah.
I know. I was like, man, this is going downhill very quickly.
All right.
I'm not talked.
Okay.
All right. 450.
Because I specifically told you, let me do all the talking.
Oh. Ooh, glad we opened our...
Because it was the automatic, yeah, no, he's blind.
All right, so here we go. I am going to now roll the giveaway, so we'll be able to see who's get it. So this is your last chance to type in puzzle, Puzzle, if you haven't, if you want to get involved in the giveaway, because I'm going to run this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rolling it.
Boom.
And Jackalushi has won the giveaway. Congratulations, Jackalushi.
Oh, I'm the only one who claps. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for supporting me there. Thanks a lot.
I'm deaf. I can't hear claps.
Hey,
very well
Jason?
over the
No problem.
mic.
Yeah,
Just a heads up, you might want to look at the Discord really fast.
yeah, hold on a second. I have...
Right now, it's not for this one. It would be for another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Okay.
Is Jack Lucy even here?
I hope so.
I do not see him at the moment, or her, or they, or anything in between.
Well, I saw them earlier, so hold on.
I'm scrolling up.
Alright.
Oh, I do see him. I'm assuming it's him because his name was Jack. So don't at me, people. I messed up.
Alright, now if my phone doesn't die on me, I'll be able to whisper you the instructions there, Jackalushi, on how you can collect your winnings. So just give me a moment to take care of this.
Oh, yeah. Rogar would like to make a sale eventually to the townsfolk.
Okay.
James gonna
No.
look and see if there's anything valuable in here.
Yeah, I'm like, what's in I know exactly what I'm gonna sell.
All I know is I'm still getting used to all of this, so.
My favorite thing is going from 450 to 500.
I'm not wrong in my head, okay? Leave me alone!
Like,
Actually,
maybe the lower number didn't work, so let me go high.
Actually, I was sitting there thinking about it. I thought you said 450 each when you first said it.
She
Oh
did.
my gosh.
Yeah.
She did say 450.
God.
900 gold.
900 to 500, so at least it was reasonable.
Each kept getting skipped.
Look,
Oh.
I'm still getting used to this shit.
Alright,
Cut
hold
me
on
some
one
slack.
second. I gotta put this on the charger so it doesn't die, and then I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Alright.
All I know is I think on this stream everything went dead.
Yeah, we've changed to rock.
Okay, so you think on the stream everything went dead? It sure doesn't look like it.
Yeah, no. Quick
Because all I see is
question.
rock.
Me too.
What do you mean rock?
Rock.
Like where our faces should be.
Oh no,
I-
I see you guys clearly.
Yeah.
No, on the
I'm on the
only
stream
seeing-
right
Y'all might
now.
have, yeah, I'm on the stream right now.
I'm literally only seeing rocks.
Quick
There we go.
question.
Nope,
Oh,
I'm
there.
seeing it. I'm seeing us just fine.
Does Critical Gaming ship to the UK?
That is a very good question. I will have to. Everyone's saying it's look normal. It was rocks for a few seconds. Oh, that was my bad because my cursor was on something else, and you know how when you put your mouse cursor on like a tab at the bottom, and since you're hovering on it, it opens or closes things so that you get the background. That's why I had the background. Because my cursor was hovering over something, I didn't really realize it while I was trying to deal with that. Anywho, that's a very good question. Is whether or not they ship to the UK.
That's where winner is.
Okay, well, we will make sure to get it to you. Okay, I will find a way, and I will double check since I know the owner of Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. I will. He's probably asleep now, so I will text him tomorrow morning, and I will find out. But I am going to. You should have gotten a whisper message from me. And by the way, congratulations again. That whisper message is just kind of a placeholder. Immediately after the stream, I will whisper you with instructions so that I can coordinate with you and we can make sure to get your prizes shipped out to you. Okay?
Reminds me, I still need to send a present to my friend that I still haven't mailed.
Yep. Oh, and let's see here. Where were we now? So
I'm looking for anything that I find valuable.
okay.
And Rogar's looking to sell some stuff to the townsfolk.
Okay. What are you looking to sell?
Can Diana put the little crown on Yuri's head and just be like, "Look, you're the queen of murder"?
In just
Oh, players.
in a moment. All right. So
wanted the
I
crown.
won the fucking
Yes.
crown.
okay, Rogar, what are you trying to sell?
I'm trying to sell. What do townspeople need? Health potions. Yep.
Not ours.
Are you trying to sell actual health potions or
No, I have cause I am what am I, a charlatan? Part of my background stuff that I got
Okay.
10 stopper bottles filled with color liquids.
Oh, and you're gonna try to sell those off as health potions.
Yeah, I'm a lie.
Okay. Okay.
You want
Using those liquids. Stand points.
All right. All right. So, what I want you to do for that is.
Are you gonna make him give a speech too?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
What I'm going to have you do for that is I want you to explain how you are going to go about selling these health potions off to people. Like, how are you finding your customers here? And, describe to me what you're doing.
Does there happen to be a fountain at anywhere? I will go hunting for a fountain.
He's going to bless the water.
If you walk off to go find a fountain, you kind of have to go off a little bit on your own, but eventually you could find a fountain.
You know, people congregate around those.
Yeah. Hey, you do see some people. There's some people, kind of sitting on the edge of it, just relaxing. There's other people walking around.
Rogar.
There's just several people in the general area. The rest of the party is out shopping somewhere else. You just kind of went off to a fountain.
I walked off.
Well, I was gonna try to help you out by making it to where you don't look like yourself in case, the guards come over, but...
That's fine. I have documentation to prove who I am.
Yeah, the point is so they don't know who you are.
Oh no, it's all fake. Part of my background as well. I have a lot of fake documents.
So, out of curiosity, are any of us actually going to go look for him in case he actually does get arrested?
They will not arrest me.
I don't know, selling fake health potions in the middle of town square.
You'll see.
It's kind of illegal.
It's if they find out. It's
I don't see that as like a arrestable crime. It's just be like, well, you're trying.
I didn't know.
You get out of my shop.
all haggling. I mean, it's not illegal to sell someone's stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was told that they were health potions.
If they buy Power Rangers,
Hey, babe, remember like one of the very first few missions we did in Greedfall?
it doesn't matter.
Yep. All right, so Rogar. Good. No, go ahead. What were you going to ask, Jacob?
I am looking for something that seems valuable to me.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and give me perception check. I'll say what you need to get for perception is basically if you get over a 20, then you succeed, and it's just everything less than that is 10 minutes. So it's, let me guess by the look on your face, you got over 20.
No.
Oh, okay.
10 right now.
Okay, so I want you to keep rolling until you get over a 20, add how many times you rolled, and that's basically 10 minutes of looking around to find a shop that's appropriate for your needs. And Rogar, while Jacob is doing that, explain to me what you're doing. I want to hear,
Oh, yes. So Rogar is going to stand in front of the water fountain. He'll cast light on himself, like on his armor. Just, the purest light that you could ever get. Mm-hmm. And he's going to clear his throat and be like, come one, come all. I forgot what name he was. Oh, Matthias. Paladin of Pelor. Give you the gracious option to buy for measly 3 gold per vial the rarest health potion that you could get.
All right. I definitely need you to roll deception.
Okay. Oh, math is easy. 26. 19 plus 7.
Okay. Holy shit, you guys.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I have.
Are you guys been using the D&D Beyond roller? Are you using the D&D Beyond roller?
No.
Oh, you're using your real dice? Nice.
Yeah, I love my real dice.
Yeah,
Yes.
D&D Beyond and the actual dice are so much nicer to us than Roll20 ever was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
I just rolled
I love.
D&D Beyond. I got a 14.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Screw that.
I gotta say, I love Roll20 as a platform. It's a great platform. That dice, that randomizer, is so unforgiving for me. I roll so bad with that thing. I just have the worst luck. I've got in the game with my buddy who runs it, where I play Earthgart. Your brother there, buddy. I'm a barbarian, a fighter / barbarian, but I'm a barbarian, so proficient in Constitution saves. I think I've made 2 over the course of 15 levels of play. I've made 2 Constitution saves with him. Every other one I fail because of Roll20.
5 times on Roll20. The highest I got, minus the last roll, was a for deception was a 9.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And then the very last one I got a 22.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't like Roll20.
Hey, sometimes it rolls great for me. Other times it's just like it's just barren as a desert.
Never mind.
Yeah. It's okay. It's just
I'm sorry.
it's like it knows when you really need a roll, and it says,
Yeah.
fuck you. Okay. So, with that deception roll, yeah, pretty much everyone in the area is like, oh, and they come up, and you've got a small crowd around you now, and people are like, a paladin of Palor, you're giving us healing potions?
Yes, just for the mere cost of 3 gold. But Palor can only extend his help to so many people. I only have 10 left.
3 gold. They actually start a bidding war because because potions of healing, they're a lot more expensive than that. And so these are dirt cheap, so obviously the light of Palor is shining upon these people. And who probably couldn't ever afford a healing potion on their own before. And you actually, over the course of things, that they're not super rich people. They're mostly just kind of hardworking middle class. But you get rid of all 10 of these for a total of 50 gold, 5 apiece.
Woo. Wow, Palor will enjoy this, and we will make sure this money gets to those poor orphan children back in my homeland.
Can Eurydice find like look around the area she's in and see if she can find like the richest person, like the wealthiest looking person?
All right. I'm gonna need the same kind of thing that I did with Jacob. Is you're gonna roll perception. You're gonna keep rolling until you get a 20 or higher, and add up how many rolls you have to get there. And each roll is 10 minutes, and you just do that. And I'm going to Jacob because how many rolls did you have? Hold on one second.
I put it in there. I managed to get it 30 minutes because rolling with advantage each time because
of Rim. Yep. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I'm with the count. I don't want to do this anymore.
No, hang on. I have a question. So, because she's trying to find the people with the most money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could Diana technically help her by pinpointing the sound of how heavy all the coin pouches are?
Well, it depends on...
If she points out, like, a certain person...
Yeah, hold on.
Could Diana focus her hearing?
Well, hold on. Are you trying to find the person with the most money, or the person that looks like they have the most money? What is your actual goal? I'm asking...
I'm looking for money.
You're looking for money. Okay, so in that case, I would say, yes, if Eurydice is like, what about that guy? What about that girl? What about that guy? What about that girl?
Yeah.
Then
She's just gonna use.
Then yes, you could work together, and I will say that you have advantage now on those rolls because of Diana helping.
Because Foxo hearing.
Yep. Okay, so Jacob.
Yeah.
30 minutes, and You said you're looking for what specifically?
Ooh, goodness gracious. Today we're going to be looking for potentially a like scroll shop.
A scroll shop, okay. You do manage to find, in about 30 minutes, you actually find a shop that, looking through the window, you see lots of rolled up scrolls sitting in, like a shelving unit that has these, little square shelf spaces, and there's, like some scrolls tucked in, and there's parchment papers and inks and all sorts of stuff, kind of displayed in the window. And this is clearly a shop where they do something with scrolls, whether it's magic or something else. It's kind of hard to tell because the signage is pretty poor, but you're pretty sure that this is what you're looking for.
I will walk in.
Okay. You see, again, just all these shelves with lots and lots of different scrolls, as well as a few books here and there. But mostly it's just scrolls or stacks of parchment paper, stacks of vellum paper. I mean, there's all sorts of different kinds of paper in here. From, relatively okay quality to really, really high quality, paper. All different kinds.
Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Stop me if I'm wrong. Is it possible with Jacob having his own spell book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way that he could make a scroll?
Yes, you can create scrolls.
Now, my question is,
yes.
Would he know how to, put the arcane symbols into a scroll?
It's the same way as transcribing a spell into a spell book. If you remember the guidelines I sent you on how to transcribe a spell?
I do have that.
Yeah, it's the same way as that. The thing is, you're not learning a spell. It's basically... It's like transcribing from a scroll to your spellbook or another person's spellbook to your spellbook.
So what I'm going to do is, as he's kind of walking into the place, going to form a scroll and just have written on it just the full information of his mage armor spell, because he has looked at that spell in his spell book, which means he knows exactly how it's put in there. And if he can understand how to put together a scroll, and with it fully opened, he is going to use his little minor conjuration, and he is currently going to poof in a scroll for mage armor.
Okay, you realize it's not a real scroll.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, you now have that in your possession?
Yes. It has all the magical arcane symbols on it. It's just not magical.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there.
Okay. And what are you going to do?
He's going to walk in and... Hello, is there a shopkeep?
Yep, you actually, as you walk in, again, you see, all these books and things. You also see a couple shelves with some kind of different items on them, different little things, knickknacks and stuff like that. Some of them look kind of dusty. It's like, never really looked at it. But you see a couple things in there. And then behind a counter, seeming to be concentrating on doing some spell work is kind of like calligraphy when it comes to scrolls, so it requires a lot of concentration and precise movements. And you see a woman, seems to be a human woman, probably in her 60s, and just going to town on this scroll with this calligraphy type work, and just very, smooth and precise movements. And she looks up as you enter and says, "Hello. What can I help you with today?"
I am looking for one of these, and he's gonna hold up his scroll, but actually magical. And then it's just gonna disappear for now.
Huh. So, you want a scroll that does the mage armor spell? Okay.
No, not specifically mage armor. I have that one. Sorry. I am looking for. Goodness gracious! Go over to some of the things that I have written down. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry. It's everywhere. No. So let's go here. Give me 1 second. He is going to say, yes, I am looking for a way to make a value change on an item.
What do you mean by a value change on an item?
He will then go and do his best to describe distort value.
Okay. So, let me just double check this one real quick. Do. Okay. I see. So, you want to learn how to bargain better, don't you?
Yes, I'm not the best at deceiving those through way of words.
Noted. Spells can be mighty expensive, so I understand. And she points at the shop. Stocking this is not cheap.
I understand that. It's
but
quite a
yes,
collection.
yes, I myself had to use that quite a few times. I do have some. Right over there, and she points to one of the shelves on the left-hand side of the shop from you, actually from where she's looking. So you're right, and she points and says, "In that second one over from there, you'll find the in that column, 4th row down. There should be some there."
All right. Thank you. What? Out of curiosity, what do you really have in stock? And he's just.
Well, I mean, nothing.
As he goes over to grab this distort value thing.
Yeah. I mean, nothing too terribly impressive. I would say well, I mean, we have, I guess you could say, everything from A to Z within a certain power level. To be honest, my best magic spell is is probably. Hold on, I need to get rid of. Let's just go with that. There we go. That'll make it easier.
Fireball.
Nope. No, my the best spell I can do is I don't really want to do it in here. Let's just say I call it a gentle breeze. Others would call it a gust of wind.
Oh, got it. That's quite the spell. Do you have anything that you, like, specifically have in... Well, I see that you are a writer of most of these scrolls, so you must have your own book, of course.
Yes, and, well, it's... that's about all, the level of power that I can conjure is about that,
Go and see
that
if
high.
I can find where Gust of Wind is.
However, my dear departed husband, rest his soul, was also a practitioner, and he did make some dealings in the past for things potentially more powerful. I don't have much, but I could go and see if I kind of kept the box of his particular treasured items, I shall call them.
Of course.
I could go look and bring that to you to see if that's something you would like to peruse.
Of course, and if you are ever interested, I can also, and he pulls out his book, but snaps to make a book in its place, and holds out his Enduring Spellbook. I also can add on to your repertoire if you would like to see anything that I have.
Oh, marvelous! That sounds wonderful. Yes. Let me go and get the box of my departed husband's things, and check that. In the meantime, feel free to peruse, and don't. I know it's not much, but don't neglect that shelf there. She points to the one with the various things on it and knickknacks, and there's quite a few things there. And she hustles off to the back and disappears for a little while. As you can hear some noise as she seems to be rummaging around through some stuff. But right now you're kind of on your own in the store.
I will walk over to the knickknack shelf she's talked about, and as he is doing so, he is going to speak in his mind. So, I don't know the full extent of what's allowed. I don't know if you can hear exactly anything that I hear that is around me, or if you can just hear me when I speak aloud. But I wanted to get back to see if you've gotten to name for yourself.
Sorry, I was trying to read something.
It's all good.
Gist of that again? Who are you speaking to? Her?
The ring.
Oh, the ring. Yes. Okay.
He's talking in his head.
Yes. Yes. My name. What was it? No. No, that couldn't be. Perhaps. It's hard to remember things. Maybe it was... I don't know. What are some good names?
Kevin.
There is... Oh, goodness. You put me on the spot.
Jacob.
That's my name. There is...
Corinne.
Jeremiah. There is,
Jeremiah.
Oh god.
I like that
It was a
name.
bullfrog.
That actually
It's a guy that was
sounds
dead.
familiar.
The guy that was dead.
It was the guy that was dead in the place.
That's very familiar.
Baby Jacob.
It
Oh, I'm
feels
sorry. That was the. Fuck.
It
That was
feels
the
right.
previous- Oh.
I think I shall go by that. Jeremiah.
I'm gonna laugh if the soul inside the ring was overtaken by the previous user.
All right.
Man, the chat's
All right,
OP.
Jeremiah.
Oh my
Good to
God.
have you on board. If there's anything that you want to talk to, just say something.
Ah,
And obviously, it's in the head, so.
yes. By the way, that's very interesting up there, isn't it?
And he will look to see what he specifically that it was talking about.
You get a thought in your head about this small sphere, maybe about the size of a baseball, sitting on the shelf, covered in dust, next to some other stuff. But you get the sense that he's referencing that.
All right. He will have Hrim kind of and land on it, and he will cast Identify.
Okay. It's a drift globe.
Oh. Indeed, interesting.
And yes, that is a very interesting item.
One moment as I get some more information.
Mm-hmm.
A drift globe is a globe that drifts. I mean, it's in the name.
It's not often you
Thank
find
you for the
items.
insight, Captain Obvious.
It's not often that you
You're
find it.
welcome.
Oh!
That's some good eyes there, Jeremiah. Well, I guess it's my. I don't know how that works.
Yes, it's consciousness, I think.
Ah.
I don't know if you got my message.
I saw it. I will. Do you think it's probably in our best interest to particularly get it?
Perhaps. Seems like something you might not normally be able to find in a shop like this.
Fair enough. Jake will have Hrim bring it down, and he will place it into his hand with the ring.
Okay. And about that time, the shopkeeper, she comes back from the back, and she has a nice big box, like, wooden kind of crate, and surprisingly, she's able to lift it, and doesn't seem to be struggling too much, even for her, for her age. She's a little bit older, but she's managing it just fine. She sets it on the counter. She says, "Feel free to dig through here." In there, you would find up to there are 3 level 3 scrolls in there. There are 5 level 2s, and there is 1 level 4.
1 level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Would it so happen to be polymorph by any chance?
Oh, you're wondering if it's polymorph. Well, are you going to take a look at it?
I will go and take a look.
Okay. Alright, so
Hi, Beach.
as you take a look, are you going to look at all of them or just that one?
I'll go through and look at all of them.
Okay. Well, then let's start it from the bottom. Now we're here. Alright. So the second level spells, there is Crown of Madness.
Let's not!
Yeah.
There is enlarge/reduce.
Nice.
Uh,
A good spell.
Yep. There is, where is that? Locate object.
Also a very good spell.
Mirror image.
That's pretty good.
And ray of enfeeblement.
Alright.
Of the third level spells, which there are 3 of them in there, there was gaseous form,
Okay.
remove curse,
Okay.
and where's that one? Water breathing.
Okay.
And then the 4th level spell is Evard's Black Tentacles.
Oh god.
Oh no.
And that is what you find in there.
No. Oh, what do I take? Let me go back and read some things while I'm sitting here kind of thinking about it.
Okay. While you're doing that,
Yeah, go on ahead and go to something
So-
else for now.
back at the hotel.
No, wait, Eurydice.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
sorry,
From
sorry.
someone.
You were trying to steal from someone. Yes.
Yeah, so I rolled twice, 2 rounds, 26.
Okay. Yeah, you find someone. They seem like out of the people in the area, they seem to be most likely carrying the most wealth on them, thanks to your coordination with Diane and her being able to go. Ooh, I hear lots of jingling.
So Eurydice is gonna, casually walk up to that person and just like bump into them and just try and snatch their purse.
All right, give me a sleight of hand.
16.
16. All right, so that means I get the joy of rolling their perception and seeing. Ooh, and guess what? I'm going to use my DM advantage.
No!
I was actually gonna ask if Diana could. Never mind. I'm not sure if that would work.
You are so lucky that this is just a commoner. Because I had a 14 on the die. But no. You won. They did not notice. So you managed to snag their little coin purse that was on their pouch. And you may count that whenever you wish at your leisure. I will get you a total a little bit later.
Okay. And then Eurydice is gonna drag Diana to the blacksmith because she wants a knife.
Okay. Sounds
You
good.
already have a dagger.
Yeah, but I want another one.
I could just give you one of mine.
Well, yeah, but maybe I want a different one. Maybe I want to look around. Maybe I
Doesn't
want a
matter.
sword.
Okay. I normally only use my crossbow or my whip, so I don't really have use for the dagger.
Indiana Volpez. Oh, wait, no. All right. So, you guys are off to go shopping for daggers.
Yes.
You guys are doing your thing. Back at the hotel, Zeroth. Fayelle is kind of sitting there. She eventually, some time has gone by. Now, everyone has gone out. They've been gone for a little while. And Fayelle has kind of come out of her trance-like state. She seems to be a little bit refreshed. And she looks at you and says, "Is there by chance that we can get some food?"
Yeah, I can go get some food.
Good. Shall I wait here, or...?
Yeah, you stay here.
Okay. So she finds a comfortable spot in one of the chairs in the rooms and sits there, and she begins to, to check her bow and puts it down. She's checking her arrows and everything, setting those aside, and she goes into her pouches and makes sure, looking through her stuff.
Is there anything you want in particular?
Just honestly, fruit, cheeses, bread,
Jesus, right?
something like that.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go down to the bar.
Okay. You get down there, and it's getting into the kind of early evening by now. So people are starting to filter in for dinner and drinks and stuff. So it's starting to fill up a little bit, and it seems like there's several servers running around, and bartender behind the bar taking orders for food as well as drinks.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go over to the bartender and try to order some fruits and cheese.
Okay. He says, no problem. Would you want to, you're a guest here, right?
Yes.
Do you want to wait for it, or do you want us to bring it up to you?
I'll wait.
Okay. So, anything else?
I think that should do it.
Okay. So he, goes back into the kitchen. You hear, some talking real quick, and he comes back out and he says, "All right, they'll bring it out as soon as they're done."
All right, sounds good.
You wait there, maybe 5 to 10 minutes at most, and eventually they come out with this nice big platter with breads, fruits, cheeses on it, and everything. And say, here you go. You can just leave the platter outside your door when you're done, and our staff will come by and round it up.
All right, thank you very much.
You head back up to the room?
Yep.
All right, when you get back up there, you open the door. Fayelle's just sitting there, and she looks and sees you come in with all this, and she's like, "Oh my, that's quite a lot." But I was famished, so it's much appreciated. And, she, helps you set it down on the table in there, and then she starts going to town on the food. And in between, bites and stuff, she looks at you and she says, "Tell me about your people."
Well, what do you want?
Well, as I mentioned before, I'd only ever seen one like you one other time. And you're just interesting. I'm curious as to what makes you and your people tick. Where do you come from?
I come from the mountains, off to the east. Oh, sorry, to the west.
Mountains to the west? Really? So, where the dwarves are? Do you mean the ones near Durngarum, or the ones near the city of Stonehaven?
Can't really recall the name.
You'd know it would be the first one I mentioned, Durngarum.
Dungren, okay. I'm gonna recall.
That's quite a journey from there to here. What are you doing so far from home?
I was looking for my brother.
Oh. The other one.
The one that you had described.
Yes. I am sorry.
For what? Did you kill him?
No. But I heard what happened. It's hard to lose a sibling that you are close to. And you start to see some tears forming at the corners of her eyes. And she kind of blinks them back. And she's like, Forgive me. I get a bit emotional as she rubs her eyes. And I don't know if I could be as strong as you are. You seem almost unaffected. Yet my sister still lives, and the thought of losing her forever, I don't know if I have your strength.
The fact that she's still alive, though, means something, right?
Yes.
So then that means hope.
Yes, it does.
So then there's no reason to worry. As long as there's still life and they're still breathing, you shouldn't worry. It only brings more baggage and stress than what's needed.
She looks at you for a moment. She says, "You are very wise."
I had many years to cry and to figure it out.
Thank you for your words. They've emboldened me.
You're welcome.
Well, I suppose I shall finish this meal and make whatever preparations are necessary. Wait for the others to return. But I hope we can leave soon. I don't want to leave my sister in the hands of the path much longer.
I agree.
And well, perhaps there is some hope for your brother.
I hope. I have to see it with my own eyes before I believe it.
That is understandable. And then she finishes eating in silence. Goes back to the chair she was sitting in before and pulls out some oil and oils up the wood on her bow. Checks the strings a little bit more. Almost like just a nervous habit, a routine that she seems to be kind of going through because she did it as you left, and it's the same exact motions. And the rest of you are out getting your shopping done. And I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. We're actually already a little bit past 11, so I want to thank everyone who joined us to watch and joined in the giveaway. I am so happy that it was fun and successful giveaway. Congratulations to our winner. And we have one more regular giveaway next week, and then the week after that we're going to have two. A regular one, and then our big one for subscribers only. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Hope to see you again next week. Bye, everyone.